The Horrible Gamers podcast may contain content not suitable for all ages. Listener discretion is advised.
Gentlemen, a Horrible Gamers podcast, show number 322, being recorded on September the 12th, 2020. I am one of your hosts, Jesus, also known as Jesus Walks Out. Today, I'm joined by my friend from Little Ohio, buying all the new cars for his daughter, the Mayo. Steve Willier is back. Welcome back, Steve. Welcome.
Hey, what's up, Jesus?
Hello.
I know. Last week I'm buying all the 3090s, and this week I'm buying all the cars.
You just got all the money, right? You just got all the money all the time just to buy all kinds of shit, Mayo. The fuck?
Right.
And, ladies and gentlemen, Gunny could not make it this week. He is out in California partying at a gender reveal, I heard.
That'll go well.
I heard he's at a gender reveal. I don't know what he's doing, but he said he's at a gender reveal party, so who knows? If another fire breaks out, we know who to blame this time. Anyways. And from Florida, the Panhandle State, where they got lots of crazy shit going on all the time, and big snakes and crocodiles and alligators, we got Ricky out for us. Ricky, welcome.
Hey, everyone. Hey, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, welcome. Thank you.
No, yes, I am. I appreciate it.
Okay. And last but not least, our friend who's now finally decided to record a real podcast, Bill Gardner II, Dead Kamikaze. Welcome.
What's up? West Coast, the best coast.
On the West
it's on
Coast,
fire right now, but you know,
West
it's still the
Coast.
best coast.
It's fucking lit, bro.
I was going to say, it's so good it's lit, right?
It's lit.
I wonder if it's going to hit those like special crops, you know, that they have there.
Oh man, the whole state's gonna be high.
Yeah. Oh boy, I'm hungry.
Doesn't smell like a campfire anymore. I'm really hungry, man. I could eat.
No kidding. Yeah, but anyways, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. You can follow us on Twitter _ Horrible Gamers. You can join us on Facebook as well. Horrible Gamers Podcast is our page. And we have a close group as well on there called the Horrible Gamers Podcast Community. Also, people, you can support the show by heading over to Patreon at patreon.com /Horrible Gamers and supporting the show with the monies, such as our friend has Robert Noble, Sean Pacharek, Chad, Brandon Willier, Vaderholic, Commandalorian, Native Lives Matter, Henley M, Jesse Kraft, Pork Chop Poo, Nipron, The Mayo, Robbie Wheat, Adam Sunday, John Jerome, Evan Tanaka, and Jonathan Big D Ho. Woo!
I must have to fix mine.
Yeah, you guys got
All right.
to fix yours.
I was the first Patreon,
You were, and now
Yep.
and now you've
and now I'm not even on there because my card expired. I guess.
you lost your
Oh, that happened to me, and I was off for there for like a month.
Jonathan
And
Big D
I'm
Hall.
finally back.
Jonathan Big D Hall has the most tenure right now.
Man, well, I don't know. If I jump back on there now, it's probably gonna reset me.
Maybe, I don't know. I think it carries on. I think it knows.
Oh, okay.
It should
Yeah.
know. I think.
We get a chance to see if it reset me or not. I don't know that way.
Let's see here. The Mayo. He's been Patreon since January 27, 2019. So no, you were with
Oh, okay, that's cool.
Yeah. Anyways, thank you all for being Patreon machines and supporting the show with the monies. You can also support the show by heading on over to Redbubble at redbubble.com. You can search for Horrible Gamers in the search bar, and in there you can find somebody wearing our gear, such as our shirt or our hoodie. You click on that person, and then you click on the thing that says more items. And you can find a bunch of items for sale on there, such as coasters, posters, toasters, clocks, blocks, socks. I don't know what else to say.
Can we get an HGP fire extinguisher?
You cannot get an HGP. There's no fire extinguishers, but there is face mask if you want to avoid the Rona.
Oh, okay. So we can, at least
Or
avoid something.
You can get an HGP sticker and put it on the right? On whatever you want.
On the fire extinguisher.
You put it on the fire extinguisher. We're not
there you go.
we're not legally telling you to do that, but we're saying you could possibly do that. It's a possibility. Right. Anyways, Mayo, stop fucking giving bad advice on the show, damn it. Anyways, head on over to Stitcher.com and listen to podcasts like I do every week. You head on over to Stitcher.com/premium and you get to sign up for a premium account over on Stitcher that gives you access to ad-free listening as well as exclusive content such as special podcasts, special deals they have with certain networks. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but all these podcasts are going to different platforms, like, oh, we signed a deal with Spotify. Now we're only on Spotify. All these podcasts are doing it. So I'm telling you right now, you may want to sign up for Stitcher because they're one of the biggest podcast players out there. Stitcher.com/premium where you can sign up for a month subscription for $4.99 a month or for a year, just $34.99 a year. You save a ton of money doing it that way. But you can save even more money by using promo code HorribleGamers, all caps, no spaces. Get yourself a free month of Stitcher Premium when you sign up. That is promo code HorribleGamers.
How big does the bag of money have to be before HGP gets exclusive to Spotify?
It has to be pretty big. $10 and we're in.
$10, we're in. Anyways, people, let's talk about what we've been playing this week. Thank you to Ricky Alfares for the intro and outro music to the podcast.
Thank you, Ricky.
I'm
thanking you right now. Like, thank you.
Hey, you're welcome.
Oh. No doubt, in person.
In person. And he has a cat behind him. The cat looks like it's going to kill him.
He's like,
he looks hungry.
Anyways, let's talk about what we've been playing this week. Guys, I played some games this week. Finally, I've been playing some games this week. I got to play a game this week with Mayo and everyone else in the community, pretty much. This game is Among Us. We've been talking about it the last few weeks. It is a free game on iOS and Android. That means like your tablets or your phones. It's easily playable with Steam players from there. And also for $5 on Steam. This is a pretty cheap fucking game. I mean, $5. Come on, five.
You can buy some DLC for another $20.
What?
But it's a minor.
It's a lot of fucking money for another $20.
Yeah, it is. But
four times the cost of the game.
I haven't bought any of it, but I'm thinking I will just because I've got so many hours in the game already, just to support them. We're paying for $5 for the game, and the DLC is just small stuff. Like you can have a little pet that runs around with you. And you can have a couple of different skins. And so it's like $18 for all of it. I did notice the other night, Jesus, when we were playing, I was talking, my son had the pet. It was like a little hamster ball following him around. And I noticed when he died, I messaged him one time, the hamster ball stays in the cafeteria by itself. And he's a ghost. It just sits there. And it's like all sad looking. And so it was kind of funny. Like I just was waiting for the live version of him to come back,
nice. That's a little touch there.
It's right there, right?
Yeah. But the game is fun.
Oh, man.
We've been playing with Discord people. Get on Discord. We have a channel in there for voice. And pretty much everyone gets in there. We all chat and we get to discuss. Everyone's pretty good about staying quiet during the match. And then at the end we discuss, if you die, you got to stay muted. And then we discuss who you think killed who. There was a few matches where I won or I did really well. And then there was a few matches where I was just dying, like in the beginning, like all the time. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" Because
you probably cheat on the ones you won.
Well, the one that I kept dying on right away was because I've noticed that everyone sticks together in the beginning, and I wouldn't. I would just go and do my task, like, "Oh fuck it, I gotta go turn on the stupid shield or whatever," and I would just run down there by myself. And I noticed that in the beginning, everyone sticks with each other, like. Everyone just follows each other, and I was like, "Well, that's the reason I'm dying right away." And I just didn't care because I want to get my task done anyway. So I would just always run off by myself and end up getting fucking killed first. It was usually your son that would kill me first, Mayo. And I would always notice that he was going to kill me because he would start following me around, and I would see him following other people. Then he would come back, and I'm like, "Why are you coming back this way? Go the other way, dude. What the fuck?"
Yeah, he can be sneaky. He's had some hours in. I actually looked today. And I think he has like 30 hours in the game now.
Yeah, and the game's a lot of fun. Very short matches. It depends. I mean, one match we did go a long time. I remember it was
Yeah.
the match that I was playing as the imposter, and no one could figure out who it was. Remember, it was like Normie, me, and I think it was Nipron left. No, it was Simp was left, and somebody else was left, and no one could figure out that it was me. We were just like, they were like, I convinced them somehow that it was Normie or something. Everyone got convinced that it was Normie, and they kicked Normie
Yeah,
off the
we
ship.
had Normie pegged a couple times. We were like, it was Normie.
And then
Had to have been.
Normie was like, it wasn't me, it wasn't. And then they kicked her off the ship, and they're like, oh, fuck. So it was like, I ended up winning because it was the last two people alive.
If you see the Discord, there somebody posted a video about the first time playing the game, talking about the events. And if you remember, like, this is like a little recap. Normie was a killer one time, and she talked about she went in an event and right in front of somebody, and only the killer can do that, you know. So right away we knew who the killer was, and she's like, I don't know what it even was, and she was going on about the events, you know, and we're like,
Yeah.
it was you, Normie.
And if you don't know what Among Us is, people, you're probably wondering, what the fuck are they talking about? Events and killing people? It's pretty much 10 people are on a ship, like it's very like simple graphics. It's like dumbed down kind of graphics. And it runs on everything. Like you can have like a normal laptop and it'll probably run on it. Anyways, 10 people are on a ship, or up to 10 players. It could be less, but it's up to 10 people in the lobby. You type in a code on your thing, you join the game, and then once everyone's in the match, everyone spawns in a map and like around this table, and then everyone has a list of things to do. Like it'll say like swipe your admin card at the admin room, fix the wires in electrical, turn on the power in the electrical room, and then or divert the power to this other room, and then so like it gives you a list of things you have to do, right? And if the crewmates, if they complete all the tasks on their list, so like if everything on their list is done, the crewmates win. And there's usually one imposter. They could be up to 3, but there's usually 1 or 2. It depends on how the lobby is set up.
Yeah, you can change it. Yeah.
And the imposter, you do not know who it is. So it's one of you 10 people that spawn, and the goal of the game is no one's supposed to talk when the match is going. So everyone starts, everyone's muted, and so the imposter's job is to kill people. As many as his goal is to kill everyone on the ship, but you know, so like say I run with Mayo to the right, and we go to the navigation room, and I kill Mayo, and I turn around.
Oh, you jerk!
I turn around and I run back to the medical room, and then somebody, say Ricky, walks up to the navigation room and he sees a dead body. A little thing pops up on his screen that says report, and when he hits that button, it pulls everyone away from their doing, and it brings everyone back together into the main lobby, and it like brings up a screen that says like vote, and you get to vote who you thought was the killer. So now everyone,
we can talk.
yeah. So now that's the point where everyone can talk and everyone can get together, and they could be like, okay, Ricky, where did you find the body? And you'll be like, well, I found it in the navigation room. And then, you know, I'll be like, well, who did you see over there? And you'll be like, well, I don't know. I didn't see nobody over here. So then everybody's going to be like, well, I was over here. And everyone starts saying where they were. And I'll be like, oh, I was on medical room. I was doing all this bullshit over here. And everyone says like what they were doing. So if no one can really pinpoint who went that way and who was over there, then everyone starts getting like doubts, you know, like, okay, well, we can't really vote somebody off because we don't know who really did it, you know. Or you can all say like, oh, fuck, it was Billy. Bill did all this shit, you know. He was the one over there. I saw him near the oxygen room.
Sounds right.
He did it all. And we vote him off, and then it shows him being kicked out of the ship. And then it'll say Bill was not the imposter. Now there's 9 people or 8 people left in the
Right.
match.
Now you're less
cool.
one more crewmate.
Yeah.
So
It's like
Clue. Like Clue, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
cool,
Clue.
man.
Yeah, and then
Yeah, I play a lot of board games like that.
and pretty
it's
much,
almost like a board game, but online. Really,
Yeah.
it almost has that board game kitchen table atmosphere when you're discussing the game. Like, oh, I think this guy did it, or where were you? And you're trying to prove yourself, and somebody else can be like, well, I can vouch for Jesus because he was over in the cafeteria with me, you know. And there's other times you could be. Some of the tricks in this game too, if you can run 2 imposters in the lobby, set that up, the imposters can cover for each other. So, you know, you can have 2 killers, and the killers can be like, look, we were both in the cafeteria and we were doing this, or we were both in comms doing this at the time.
or
And-
another strategy
Or you can
could
throw
be
the other one to the bus.
Another strategy could be you throw the other imposter under the bus, and then you can be like, well, if it gets closer to the game getting lower and lower on people, you could be like, well, if I'm really the killer, then why did I vote the other guy off? You know, like, why did I vote him off? Why did I tell you guys that it was him, you know? But as a dead imposter, say like you have 2 imposters and one of you dies, as a ghost, you can still complete your tasks. So like if you're a crewmate, you're still supposed to complete all your tasks, like refixing all the wires and everything on your list. But as a imposter, if you're dead, you can sabotage shit. So like what sabotaging, what it does is like you turn off the power, or you turn off the oxygen, or you turn off the nuclear reactor, and the ship's gonna blow up. And when you do that, the crew has so many seconds. They have like 10 seconds or 20 seconds to get over there and fix everything. If not, everyone on the ship dies, and the imposters win. So,
and then depending on the scenario, like the oxygen room's in 2 different places. So people have to go 2 different places so you can split the parties up. And then the reactor is the same way. You got like 2 handprints. You got to have a person on each handprint. So you got a person in 2 different spots. So you can kind of be like, okay, use this strategy to split these people up and try to get somebody down this lower room by themselves or something like that. So
that's cool.
And then you find a dead body and you're like, who the fuck was over there with this person? And everyone was freaking out, you know, everyone was running over there. No one paid attention who split up with who. So then everyone gets confused. And it really makes some cool arguments and some really cool moments in the game.
You also have vents as an imposter. So you're the only one that can do these vents, and you can take shortcuts into other rooms. So you can, like Clue, you know, like you have like the hidden passage. You can pop from one room to another. But if somebody sees you going in one of the rooms, well, they obviously know you're the imposter because you're the only one that can do it. So you got to be careful, like going into a room and not coming out, you know, because people can follow you in. The game's top down, but you kind of have like a fog of war. You can kind of see around corners a little bit. The game won't really show you what's around a corner. It just kind of darkens it a little bit. So you have to be able to see them go in.
Remember
you can watch the hallway.
Remember when I was playing and there was 4 of us left, and and everyone was together, right? Because no one wanted to die. No one knew that I was the killer. And I ended up losing everybody because I ran into the security room and they just jumped into a vent real quick and they just hid in there. And they all followed me in there, and they were like, where the fuck? You could tell they were like looking for me because they were like, where the fuck did he go? He was just up here. And then next thing you know, I popped up behind like one of them as they all started splitting up looking for me, and I ended up killing people and shit. And they were all freaking out. What the fuck? What happened? Where'd you go, Jesus? I was like, I was right there, dude. What do you mean? Where did I go? I was right there. And I had them all confused. That show is hilarious. And so the whole reason the only reason I won that match was because Simp kept vouching for me, because he kept saying like, no, I saw Jesus doing this task. I saw him do it. And he was convinced in his head that he saw me do something and that the imposter can't do that. And he was like, no, Jesus can't be the killer because I saw him doing this. But he must have seen somebody else and thought it was me or something. So that ended up getting me to the win.
That's cool.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, we had a good turnout. So I'm trying to thank some people. We had Gibbs stop by. We had Pinpoint stop by. We had Normie, myself, Jesus, Nipron, Ghost Nico. We had a large group, and it seemed like every time one or 2 people would have to leave, 1 or 2 other people would jump in. So we pretty much had a full group most of the night, and it made it for a nice time. One other thing I'll throw in there real quick, though, is I guess the standard game doesn't use Discord. You can use like a text chat. And the dead people can communicate with each other, and the live people can't see the communication. It's all on the same screen, but the people that are live can't see it. So the dead people can talk about what happened amongst themselves, and the people that are live don't see it. And when you're a ghost, you can go around and complete tasks like Jesus was saying, but the people can't see you. Like if they're alive, they can't see you on screen, and you can like follow them around and see what happens, but they can't actually see you on the game.
yeah.
So it's kind of neat. You can kind of watch what happens like as a spectator and watch to see if the killer kills anybody else or how he does it and stuff like that. But
Anyways, enough of Among Us. Download it. It's free on iOS. Join us on Discord and play with us, people. It's fucking free. Come on. Like, if you have an iPad, that's even better. You get bigger real estate. If you have a phone, I actually played it on my phone the other day with randoms, and it's actually a lot of fun to play this game with random people because you really have no clue who the killer is. You're like, who the fuck is the killer? You know, you can't hear the inflection in their voice. You can't hear none of that. So, like, when they're talking and they're defending themselves, it's just over chat. So you're like, what the fuck? Who is the killer? You know? It's really hard.
well, I
when
think
it's over
too,
chat.
when we were in Discord, you could start to learn to people a little bit. You could tell, sometimes you were like, this guy's lying. You know,
Yeah.
you can almost get a feeling like I'm pretty sure this guy's lying. You know, he's got to be the imposter, or something's up here. You know, because or they just have it. What, me? No, I wasn't. I was doing this, and somebody else be like, no, you weren't in that room. Yeah, yes, I was in security. They're like, no, I was in security, and you weren't over there. You know, and they get all defensive, and then they start accusing each other.
Yeah.
And we're just like, then we got to figure it out. You know, and so then
It was a lot
we're
of
playing
fun.
mediator.
Yeah, that sounds like a good time.
It is. So, anyways, check it out. And other games that I played this week, I played some Madden 21. This game obviously just came out for everything, and it's the lowest reviewed game in the history of Metacritic ever. So that's kind of shitty. I did play it, and the thing is, the game, I don't know about you, but Madden, I've played it for the last fucking 20 years now. I play it every year. And now it's just very complicated. When you launch the game, literally the main menu is like all these fucking screens popping up. Like Madden Ultimate Team, Madden NFL, and then you got the fucking announcer talking, well, this year in 2020, we believe in inclusivity and all this. It's like, shut the fuck up. No, you don't, you fucking assholes. And then they got all this shit popping up, right? Like Madden believes that we should stand together and protest and fuck you. And all this shit's popping up, right? And next thing you know, I go to the Madden Ultimate Team, the online fucking portion of the game, and you got all these fucking Madden packs because I got I guess I got the Ultimate Edition because of the fucking EA Premiere. And so it gives you like the main, like the mega edition of the game, like the $100 version or $130 version or whatever. And I fucking had like 20 packs to open, and I open them all. I get shit players. I go to play online, and it's just me getting destroyed by this dude. Like this fucking guy had like all the fucking like red cards, you know, like the high stat players. I'm like, how the fuck is this my first match? And this dude has all these fucking cards. You know, he must have paid money to get all those cards. Or something. He just hasn't done nothing but play this game since it came out. Or it has to be that. So it was just a bad experience altogether. I haven't played the story mode, which is probably what I'll end up playing just to fucking beat it. Since I played it last year and the year before. But yeah, Madden 21 is okay. I don't recommend buying it. Honestly, I don't. And I'm speaking from like somebody that really does enjoy like Madden games. I do like him, and I play him every year. Usually I play him around August just to like kill time or whatever. But this year it didn't hook me. And there's been years where like I get really into the Madden Ultimate Team. Like I'll play Madden Ultimate Team till like in January when the real NFL season is ending. And this year it's just like nah. Like I don't give a fuck.
I skipped it.
I'll fire my
2 years in a row. I skipped it.
Really?
I used to get Madden every year.
So maybe coming back to it this year will be a nice thing for you because you've skipped it. But for me, playing it last year to this year, I don't see much of a difference. And they talk about these graphic enhancements and these enhancements to the gameplay, and there really isn't any enhancements. You know what I mean? It's like what?
Yeah, it's the same.
What enhancements have you done? This shit looks the same as Madden 20. Like, what's going on here? But yeah, anyways,
we need to do like every other year or something, and maybe just do a roster update every year.
They won't ever do that. They make too much money.
They make money.
Too much.
We buy
money.
it.
Yeah, they make.
We
too
buy it
much
anyway.
money. Yeah.
I buy it anyway every year.
What were you saying, Mayo?
Oh no, I was gonna say I don't buy the Madden games. I just usually play Mutant League Football. I have more fun playing that game.
Yeah.
Fun playing that game until like after every game, like the referee would be like, never mind, you guys lost. I'm like, what the hell?
Yeah. I remember playing my son a couple of times. We would just play like a local couch, versus game or whatever, and you bribe the refs and stuff, and he'd be like, "Why do the refs keep calling that?" I'm like, "Dude, remember I bribed him? You got to kill him, And then he'd kill the ref, and then it'd be back to kosher again, But
Mutant football.
or it'd be like a crucial fourth down or something like that, and I just bribe the ref and get the guaranteed first down. Great game.
Anyways, besides Madden 21, I played another game this week. I actually went and bought a game on Steam today, and it's called 0 Hour. I don't know if you guys have heard of this game. It just came out on August 20th, and it pretty much is like a tactical Rainbow Six Siege type game. It reminds me a lot of Firewall 0 Hour, the VR game, but in like 2D version.
Oh, weird.
So it's very, very tactical. It's very like like, okay, like we're a SWAT team and we got to break this door down. So like you're the guy in the front and you carry the shield. You got like 4 other guys stacked up behind you, and as the shield guy, it's your job to like fucking bash the door in and go in, and you got to take out the enemies, you know, and there's other 5 players on the other team, and their goal is to defend a hostage or defend a bomb site or whatever, like, you know what I mean? Just shit like that. And it's very like tactical. It's super tactical. Like, it's just like Rainbow Six Siege, where you could like throw the little rope rappel thing to the roof and like climb up the rope, climb up to the window and fucking break through the windows. It reminds me a lot of Rainbow Six Siege. It's not as polished as Rainbow Six Siege, so you know what? I'm probably gonna refund this game and just get Rainbow Six Siege. Just because I honestly, honest to God, like Rainbow Six Siege was a great game that I played a lot on the Xbox. I'm probably gonna get wrecked on the PC, knowing that the players have been playing since 2015. But I still want to play it on the PC because I think Rainbow Six Siege is this game, but more polished, and it's had way more time to build a fucking strong community behind it. And Rainbow Six Siege is not going to die anytime soon. It's just not. Like, they're going to keep supporting that game. I think for the next 10 years, probably. Because that game is still going very strong. It's a lot like, what's that game everyone plays on PC, Mayo? That stupid shooter.
Counter-Strike?
Yes, it's just like Counter-Strike, but a better version. That's what Rainbow Six Siege is. In my opinion, that's what it is. Because even on consoles, that game is still very fucking popular. Like on the Xbox, you get on Rainbow Six Siege, and you can still find a match within a minute, like quick. Like, you know, it just goes. You know, so.
I think at Ubisoft event, they said there's like 16 million active players right now.
Yeah, so think about that. And the game is like fucking 5 years old now. So they've been really.
Crazy.
They've done it, and then every year you can buy like the gold edition that gives you like all the previous operators. So I'll probably end up buying the gold edition sometime this fall or this, you know, winter. Whenever it goes on sale, I'll just buy it and get all the operators.
They always have it on sale.
Yeah, it's always like I know the base game is like $20, and then you can buy the expansion pack for like 10. But sometimes they have like the whole edition for like 40, and you can just get everything that's ever been released for the game for fucking $40. So I'll probably do that. Because this 0 hour game was $15. This 0 hour game was $15 or $12 or something. It wasn't a lot. So I can see why it's not as polished as Rainbow Six Siege. But you're not Rainbow Six Siege, dude. So get the fuck out of here.
Because I had a good trailer, right?
It didn't have a good trailer.
Okay. I'm like, oh, this looks good.
No, it's just a fucking. It's just a shooter. You know, it's whatever. Anyways, besides all that, I played some more Fall Guys this week on the PlayStation 4. That game is fucking hard. I give props to the little kids that can figure this shit out. I can't. I get fucking mad. I broke my PlayStation controller. Like the wire, Jesus. This thing right here, like the top to charge it. It doesn't charge it anymore. I have to like keep it plugged in to actually use it. So I gotta buy like a new PS4 controller. I mean, I was mad. I threw my shit across. I mean, it pissed me off. All right, shut up, Billy. All right, the shit is fucking frustrating. All right, god damn you.
Did you at least get past the first round with that controller before you destroyed it?
Once.
Okay, well.
There you go. It's a start.
I made it to the third round like once, all right, and I didn't win, and I was fucking pissed, all right, so fuck that game. It pisses me off, but it's a lot of fun. I love the music. I love the game. It's super fun, so, but it still gets me mad that these fucking like 6-year-old kids are whipping my ass. Fuck you, little kid. Fucking assholes. Anyways, besides all that, I played some Tetris Effect this week as well. That's on my PlayStation 4. Yeah, I played the Hobo version, the 2D version, because I don't have the VR anymore, thanks to Bill.
That's right. On the other side of the room now.
But playing the regular version, it's not bad. It's the same music and shit. It's just that you're not in the VR mode. No. So it is kind of hobo, you know, you don't get as immersed. Really being in the VR mode in that game is the way to play it. Like, honestly, any VR mode, like if you have I think it's an Oculus. I don't know, maybe it's not. But, like, that game really fucking the VR mode is the best fucking way to play that game. No joke, dude. It really is. Like, Mayo, I know you have the Oculus. I know you have that game. Play it on VR.
No, I got rid of my Oculus, remember? I got rid of my Oculus when I moved because my apartment's too small.
God damn shit. Fuck.
I'm thinking about buying one, though. I think I can make it work. I might buy another one here soon.
I was at Best Buy like 2 days ago, and they actually had like 5 of the Rift S's sitting in their case. It's like, no.
Yeah. I thought about picking one back up because I think I can make it work. So initially, when I got rid of it, I didn't know how much room I would have, and I do have the room. So
yeah. So I mean, I have this fucking room. Yeah, if I have this little room, you have enough room.
and I still have the library, so that's nice that I had the account yet and the library and all that stuff, so I can just do it real easy.
Yeah, so there's that. But play Tetris Effect in the VR mode if you are able to, ladies and gentlemen. Other games that I played this week. So I played all that. What the fuck else did I play this week? I'm trying to think. I'm thinking here. Oh! Let's talk about a big game this week that I played. I played some more Red Dead Redemption 2, partner. Yeah. So, there was a problem with this game. I went to launch it on my launcher, the Rockstar launcher, and I launched it and the game would crash. It would do that little, like, where it shows the shotgun reloading or whatever, the bullets, the shotgun just goes, and then it shoots, and then it shows the Rockstar logo. As far as it would get, it would go, and then it would just, like, blank out. It would, like, shut down. And I'm like, okay, what the fuck? So, do it again. It's doing it. It doesn't do it. Okay, I'm like, okay, maybe I got to update my driver. Go to update drivers on GeForce. You have the latest drivers. You are good to go. Okay. Check Windows updates. Maybe it's a window update. Nope. All right, maybe it's my firewall. Maybe my Windows Defender bullshit. I need to, like, bypass Rockstar. So I go to there and I put Rockstar games and Red Dead Redemption 2 as exceptions. Maybe it's my antivirus. Maybe I got to shut that shit off for this game. So I make sure that it's in the exceptions. Okay, so nothing still. Still crashing. So then I start noticing that the game, if I have my mouse pointer on the second screen, because I was looking shit up on Reddit and shit how to fix it, the game would load up and it would get all the way to the main menu. Like, it would, like, show the main screen, the main menu, and it would say story online or whatever, and it would show the fucking thing. As soon as I would click over or tab over to the game, it would crash. It would be like exiting game, boom, crash. I'm like, what the fuck, dude? So I uninstalled the launcher, Mayo. I uninstalled the game 3 times. 3 fucking times, all right? That means I re-downloaded 140 gigs 3 times in one day. All right?
PC
Good thing you don't have a cap, right?
No, I don't. Thankfully, I don't have a cap. At least I don't think I do. Hopefully, I don't. Shit, I would have went over it already. So I do that, and it doesn't work. Still doing it, dude. And, like, I know a while back I installed this reshade mod that would, like, enhance the textures and
Yeah, I know what reshade is.
And every time the reshade menu would pop up, too, and I'm like, maybe it's the reshade that's making it crash. So I couldn't uninstall reshade. I didn't know how. Like, there is no way to uninstall. Like, word of advice to people that get on PC: if you install reshade, the chances of you uninstalling that shit are very slim to none, because the shit has no instructions on how to uninstall it whatsoever. Like, I had to go on some deep, dark web, obscure fucking websites to find out how to uninstall reshade, and it still didn't fucking work. It still didn't work.
That's why I usually myself don't mess with that kind of stuff.
Don't. That's
yeah,
like
it would be nice to be able to change the shades and make things look a little different sometimes. I remember when PUBG first was getting big, that was a thing. You could reshade and you could make the game really, like, washed out looking, and you can see people easier. And I'm like, well, that's cheap for one thing, but two, like, I don't want to have to put this program on my computer and have it run in the background.
That thing is like uninstallable. Even if you uninstall it in the uninstall programs and you delete the files, it's still in your computer. So I don't know what the fuck. That shit gets really. It's
probably launching when you first launch your PC. Is in your auto start, and so it would be like a virus. That's what a virus does. It launches in your auto start, and so a lot of times you can't uninstall something when it's running.
Yeah.
So you have to, like, force it to stop. Sometimes if you don't know it's down there running or it doesn't show up in your tray that it's running, you know, it could be the smallest little process.
It doesn't fucking show up. It doesn't show up. And I tried, like, finding it in a tax manager. I clicked on all the processes. I couldn't find it. I was like, what the fuck? So what I did, I uninstalled everything on my computer. Everything.
Oh, man.
everything. I was like, fuck it, uninstall it all. I don't give a fuck. Fuck this, Mayo. I'm nuking everything for the second time.
Hey, sometimes it's good to do a clean install and everything.
The only thing I kept was like my personal files, which is like the HGP stuff, some logos, some pictures, I think maybe from HGP or something. I don't know, shit like that. But I think everything, like all the programs, everything got deleted. So Reshit is a program, and it got deleted with that uninstall. So that worked to uninstall Reshit. But I go back to launch the game, and I reinstall Rockstar, reinstall Red Dead, another 140 gigs, like the 5th time now.
Damn.
And it's still crashing. It's still fucking crashing. So then I'm looking on Reddit, and they say that the latest update for Red Dead makes your game crash if you have HDR enabled and full screen enabled. So what you have to do is you have to disable HDR on all your monitors or whatever, like even your TV if you're using it on your TV, and launch the game, disable full screen, go to windowless or borderless window.
Borderless window, yep.
And then return on your HDR and relaunch the game, and then the HDR will work. And I'm like, why the fuck would Rockstar not patch that? Like, you know how frustrated I was? I literally deleted everything on my computer. How is Rockstar not patched this, but they're releasing some crazy expansion for GTA 5? Like,
money.
What the fuck, Rockstar? It pissed me off, dude. It really did.
They're working on GTA 6.
Yeah, GTA is making them the money, not Red Dead.
It was ridiculous. It pissed me off.
That's terrible, man.
But I mean, how often people are going to think, yeah, but this is common on the PC, and it's not anymore, really. I mean, that's how often have you had a problem like this? It doesn't happen very often.
No, it doesn't. This is not common on the PC at all. Like, this is a Rockstar specific fucking patch they released, because people on Reddit, like, the only way I found out about this was some obscure fucking post from like June 20th of 2020 on Reddit. Some dude was saying like, hey, I've uninstalled everything on my computer and Red Dead keeps crashing. Like, why does it crash? And they're like, do you have HDR on? And he's like, yes. And they're like, okay, turn off HDR and then launch the game and then remove windowless or remove full screen, go to fucking borderless window, and then return on the HDR and then relaunch the game and then set your HDR settings. And I was like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Who would have thought that fixed the fucking thing? Like, who went through the like, I think whoever went through that fucking whole troubleshooting to figure that fucking part out. Because I had no idea the HDR would do that. What the fuck?
Yeah. I've seen games, over the years that had something weird like that. Like, oh, if you turn this setting off, it works fine. And it's just like one setting that will throw everything off for some reason.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's very rare anymore. It used to happen a lot back in the, early 2000s and stuff like that. You would install stuff, like,
and a certain thing would make everything just fuck up.
Yeah, and that's what a lot of people remember on PCs. People remember,
yeah,
PCs
well, that's what I remember
I have to
too.
do this.
I'm one of those.
Before I had a PC,
Yeah, and it hasn't been like that for a long time. And yeah, like you had this situation, but it does happen occasionally,
But you know what?
Like maybe happened to me once, maybe.
You know what? That whole thing was worth it. Because once I got playing Red Dead, dude, it runs in 4K, full resolution, 31, whatever the fuck. Was it 3120 by fucking whatever?
26 something?
27. What's the numbers, Billy? God damn it, you tell me.
I don't know.
3120 by something. Anyways.
It's 26 or 25.
There up on my 65-inch TV with my console, bro.
All right, so listen.
Let me Google it.
So I played it on my OLED, and fuck, dude, that game. There's no game that looks as good as Red Dead. I can say that right now without a doubt in my fucking mind. There is no game out there right now that looks as good as Red Dead. I don't give a fuck if Halo 5 with their 4K bullshit doesn't look good as Red Dead. It does not as detailed. That. Yeah, well, yeah, look at Craig's face. Anyways.
Hey, leave Craig alone.
Anyways.
That was bad, huh?
Anyways. I mean, like, honestly, this game looks incredible. I did the mission last night where you go and you go with Hosea and you steal the wagon from the fence, the guy who's the fence at that barn. And he's like, go steal this wagon from my cousin, but don't kill him or whatever. And then, like, dude, just riding the horses and getting to that house and the decision, like, should we go right now or should we wait till the morning and I'll distract him? And it's like, fuck it, we'll go right now. Just Oh, it's so immersive. That game, it looks fucking amazing. The lighting, the HDR is fucking, I mean, people say that it looks better without the HDR, but I just think the lighting looks incredible in that game. It doesn't even have ray tracing, and the fucking lighting is like, holy shit. Like the way the lanterns reflect off the wagon onto like your back as you're driving the wagon, or they reflect off the horses, the lights, the fucking sunrise, the sunsets. I was like, wow. So then once I did that mission, I went to play the online, and I'm still doing the moonshiner role. So I think I opened up a bar in my fucking moonshine saloon or some shit. And, and I fucking killed some guy. Me and my partner went, and I formed a posse, and me and my dude went, and we killed a bunch of people, like 50 people, and killed them all and blew up their fucking shit. And like, yeah, fuck yeah. Yeehaw, motherfucker. And we left. That game is incredible. It's a lot of fun. You know, it's just a lot of fun to get in there and just enjoy the world. Like, it's so immersive, and that's kind of what I'm looking forward to with Cyberpunk. You know, just to be lost in a fucking, like, a new planet. It's like a new world. You know, you're just fucking lost, and they're like, just seeing, like, all the little subtle details they've made in the game. It's fucking incredible. It's a shame that people are not playing this game more, because this game is fucking well done, dude. So I can't wait to see what GTA does with GTA 6. I just personally.
How long is that gonna be?
But no, honestly, I personally think that GTA 6 won't come out anytime soon. The whole political climate and the whole, I mean, you know, like the whole HJW shit and the whole like everything has to be accepted, everything has to be perfect. That I think all is going to put a damper on GTA 6, because they're known to like go crazy on shit. They're known to like fucking do crazy shit in Rockstar games, especially Grand Theft Auto games, where they have the last fucking game had a racist fucking redneck, a black dude who grew up in the ghetto, and then fucking Michael, who was like a fucking mobster dude or whatever. You know, like these were the main fucking characters. We got like this mobster guy, this fucking crackhead that sells meth, is super racist, and this black dude from the ghetto. Let's do this. Let's make a story around these guys. You know, like, how the fuck are they going to do that now? People would talk so much shit about them.
Because they're so sensitive. Yeah, it's just, I don't know, dude. I think you're going to have to, like, wait or change the story or something. I don't know, because they're going to come out with some crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
So,
right. You can't have prostitutes anymore in the game. Like, what are you gonna do? You know, are you gonna have strip clubs in the game still? What are you gonna have in the game? You know, like is there gonna be a female main character this time around? Is she gonna be as crazy as the guys? Like, that's what I want to know. You know, because it wouldn't be a bad idea to have a female character in the game to be like the main character and make her just as badass as some dude. Or maybe you can pick between the two. Like, who do you want to be? You want to be this female character, or this male character? That would be cool. But then, like, how does the story change? You know, how does the story change? Is she lesbian, or is she straight, or what's going on here? You know, when you go to the strip club, what happens? When you do this, what happens? When you do that, what happens? Like, it's just going to be a whole shit show when that game comes out. 'Cause a lot of people are going to hate it for the way it is. And some people are going to love it. Probably like me.
Yeah, but the people that were going to hate it aren't going to buy it anyway.
You never know.
You know what?
But they'll complain about
game, it'll still sell.
That's a good point, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll still sell. It'll still sell, but they will complain about it, Mayo. They will
Just
complain
like
about
PS5.
it.
They could list it at $700 and it's still going to sell.
Oh yeah, I'm pre-ordering one.
Like the PS5? Oh!
Anyways, moving on from Red Dead Redemption 2, another game that I played today was fucking Frostpunk. Frostpunk, I noticed it on my list for games on library. I was like, oh, newest update released like August 20-something. And I was like, oh, fuck, I missed that update. And the last, I think it's just called the final update. I don't know what the fuck it's called, but I know it's the last update they have for the game. It might be called New London. So this new update to Frostpunk, as my journey from Frostpunk continues here. So the newest update, pretty much what happens is you survive the main story. Like the main story, the first is called Winterhome. And that one is where you have to survive the big storm, the big frost that's coming, right? That's the whole point of that story. You got to survive the big frost. The second was The Last Autumn. That was set before the whole event of Frostpunk, you have to build this fucking steam core, and you have to send it to London because they need it before this fucking winter comes. This new update, you survived the big frost, everything's happened, and the whole goal of this is you are a settlement that it's called the New London. It's like the main city of the game. They pretty much sent you and a group of people out to this like edge of a cliff. And at the edge of the cliff, there's a military base that's there. And in that military base, there's a bunch of steel and like steam cores. And they sent you there to set up a camp to extract the steam cores and extract the steel out of there. And you're supposed to send shipments off to New London every day. Like 100 steel and 2 steam cores every day, supposed to go off to New London. And in return, every time you send a shipment to them, they in return send you food every day. Because you have no food supply in this area. You cannot grow food. You cannot build a farm. You cannot go hunting for food. So you cannot send like a hunting party out to get food. So the only way your camp gets food, Mayo and guys, is New London sends you shipments of food. So what happens is there's this deal, right? You have this deal with New London. So the first shipment we get, it's a little short. And we're like, what the fuck? You know, like the people in my camp are like, hey, why the fuck is this shipment short? They were supposed to send us. They were supposed to send us like 70 food and they only send us 50. What the fuck? So you have this building called the administration, and you can telecom back to New London. You can call them and they'll be like, hey, what's going on, Camp 115? And you're like, hey guys, I know that you guys may be struggling over there, but what's up with the shortage of food? And they're like, oh, we don't know. We fucked up. Sorry, we'll send you the right amount next time, right? And it's like, okay. Okay. All right. Cool. So then, you hang up on them or whatever, and then, you keep doing your thing, right? I'm still doing my thing. I'm like breaking down these like fucking chunks of wood around my camp, trying to clean up the area so I can start building houses for my people and shit. And I only have like 20 people with me right in the beginning of the game. It's a very limited amount of people, but these fucking assholes in New London want their fucking steel and they want their shit. So they call me back and they're like, hey, we need more stuff from you. So like, I know we need 100 steel, but now we need the 2 steam cores along with the 100 steel every single day. So you got to make your guys work longer. And if that's the case, we're passing a new law to extend the work shift to a 12-hour shift instead of an 8-hour shift. So now the work days get longer, right? They pass this new law, the discontent goes up, the hope kind of falls a little bit. But, you're making shit work, and you tell your workers, look, we just got to fucking, send them a little bit more shit, and they'll send us our food. So then I send them the second shipment of food, Mayo, and they send me back even less food. I'm like, what the fuck? I sent you the shit you wanted in like the timely, like maybe I was a day late. Okay, maybe my guys took a little bit longer than usual to get the shit because you wanted more stuff. But you sent me less food. So then these motherfuckers, they have the balls to call me and they're like, hey, yo, you notice we send you less food? And it's like, yeah. And it's like, yeah, we're going to keep sending you less food because we're running out of food and we need the food more than you, but you guys have to send us the same amount of stuff no matter how much food we send you. And it's like, what? What?
Nice deal.
Okay. All right, motherfuckers. So and then they're like, oh, and by the way, on the next shipment, we're sending you all your kids, like the children that you left behind. We're sending them all with the shipment. Like, fucking good luck.
Oh, nice.
And it's like, the children, like, dude, we don't even have enough food to feed the fucking 20 people that are here. You're sending kids with you? And it's like, yeah, we're sending them over there. So everyone in the camp starts freaking out. They're like, what the fuck? You're not supposed to send our kids this early. We don't even have an established supply line. So then people start freaking out in the camp. So then what happens is, you start building scouts and you build a scout team and you send the scouts out to like different locations on the map to scout different areas to try to find food or metal or wood. And so then I call New London and I'm like, yo guys, I need more workers. Like I don't have enough workers to keep all my operations going. Like I don't have enough doctors. I don't have enough workers. I don't have enough people. So then okay, we're going to send you people, but you better remember that we send you extra people. So they send me like 10 new people, right? And I'm like trying to build this fucking camp up, dude. And next thing you know, I find another camp. And this other camp is willing to trade food with us for like a little bit of shit. They want us to help them build like a house. Like, hey, send like 40 wood and like 10 steel and we'll build a house and we'll send you food, and send us so much things and we'll build a medical outpost, and send us so much shit and we'll build a bridge or whatever. Like, they want to build different shit, so we got to send them supplies, and they have a bunch of food. Like, they have like extra food, and they're willing to give us more food. And since New London is not giving us enough food, these motherfuckers will. So I make a deal with them, right? I make a deal, and I'm like, okay, cool, we'll give you shit. You give us food. So then New London calls me back, and they're like, hey, we make the fucking rules here. You don't fucking get to deal with them. They send the food to us, and then we send the food to you. And I'm like, no, fuck you guys. So then my people get all fucking pissed off, right? And they start rebelling. And they try to kill all the people that New London sent to run the administration building. So then we kick them all out of the town, right? We kick them all out of the camp. And we send them back to New London. We beat the shit out of them and send them back. And when we send them back, New London like messages us. And they're like, hey, motherfuckers, you're supposed to not kick our people out. What the fuck are you doing? And then we're like, fuck you, we're not part of you anymore. We're on our own. And they're like, yeah, you are on your own, motherfuckers. And we're going to go over there and we're going to arrest all of you for treason because you motherfuckers just committed treason. And we that military camp is our camp. And we need to fucking steal from that camp. So we're going to go and arrest all of you if you don't fucking decide to fix your shit. So then I have like 2 weeks or 3 weeks to fix my shit, right? So like now I'm like in a debate, Mayo. Like, what the fuck do I do? Do I start siding with the New London again? Or do I start like preparing my group to fight a war against New London, Mayo? I'm fucking stuck.
It's war. It's war, Jesus. Break out your Call of Duty skills and
go to fucking war. Go to fucking war. We have no guns, Mayo. Mayo, there's no guns, Mayo. This is Frostpunk, goddammit. There's no fucking guns here. All right.
Maybe it's gonna be a hidden mode. It's gonna be a hidden first-person shooter mode in there.
Oh, that'd be cool as fuck. But and then I found another camp. This other camp is like a weirdo camp. It's like some weirdos or some shit. They're like hey, we got some food if you send us some people. And I was like, what? What?
Yeah, the kids, man.
The fuck you mean? No, yeah.
Yeah, you got some
No, and then in my camp, there's cannibalism going on because there's not enough food in my camp. They this guy who was like, hey, we found this guy and he was walking around sneaking like this bag full of shit. And when we caught him, it was a bag full of like body parts. Like he cut up a body and he was going to go feed his family. And it's like, what do? Do you confiscate the bag of body parts or do you let him feed the family? And then, like, his words were like, look, I'm not going to let my family starve just because you don't have enough food to provide for us. And I'm like, well, the person was already dead. And he did just chop up. You know what? Like, I'll let him keep the body parts. But now there's cannibalism in my fucking town, all right? Now they're eating the dead bodies. And I need the dead bodies to perform surgeries and shit to, like, you know, give the amputees, you know, fucking organ transplants and shit. So, like, it's a fucking mess in my camp, dude. This DLC is this DLC is hard.
That's Frostpunk in general, though. That game just throws bleak situation after bleak situation at you.
This game is like, dude, like this DLC is fucking hard. It's like there's no
caught
food.
On the edge.
There's no food. There's a little bit of wood that you can chop down. There's a few trees you can chop down wood. Thankfully, you can build a coal mine, so you have enough coal to last you, but the coal starts running out really quick when you start building heaters and shit, you know, like you don't have enough workers to keep warm, to keep working, and they don't want to keep working because they're hungry, and they start getting sick because they're hungry, and they start dying, and then you send the little kids to go to work, and the little kids start getting sick and dying, and it's just like, fucking A, what do I do? What am I supposed to do, Mayo? Oh, and then I send one of my scouts, because I made 2 scout teams, and I send one of my scouts, they're like, hey, we found this city. What do you want us to do? And I'm like, go in and explore, motherfucker. What do you mean? What do you want me to do? And they're like, yeah, we sent that team in there to explore and we never heard from them again. They're like, oh, well, that's great. I just lost 5 people, you know, like that's fucking awesome. Cool. Yeah. Fucking game. God, that game is hard. Anyways, that's Frostpunk on the Edge for you, ladies and gentlemen. I fucking love that game. Frostpunk is the shit. That game is fucking dope. And of course,
good strategy game.
Of course, more Call of Duty this week. Yeah, Call of Duty.
Call of Duty, yeah.
COD.
Call of Duty. That's all I have to say.
I was gonna jump on it like 2 days ago, and then it said it needed a update.
And imagine that.
Every day.
And it was a big update, dude. It was big.
Every update's big on Call of Duty.
And I was like, never mind. The new one's coming out soon anyway, so whatever. I said I'm done with Call of Duty right now.
Yeah. Anyway, that's all I played this week. I know I played a lot, but that's all I played. I think. Yeah.
You haven't played the Crusader Kings or anything yet?
No. I was looking at that today. Actually, the Crusader Kings. I was looking at
That's
that.
a Jesus game.
It's definitely probably a Jesus game. Yeah. It's like, isn't it like you like? What do you do? Like command
Just
armies?
running a kingdom and shit. It's like Game of Thrones, kind of. Like, it's pretty brutal. You're like, all right, well, this guy has like a army 20 times the size of me, and
I'm gonna kill him and take it over.
I could try to kill him, but my army's only like, it's pretty low. I could just give him my daughter.
Oh,
Here, go ahead and marry my daughter. All right, now we got a merged kingdom.
so this is like Total War, Three Kingdoms.
Yeah,
where
exactly.
I'm marrying people off and sending spies off to
Yeah.
militaries and shit.
Lots of backstabbing and like, yeah, you have to do like weddings and stuff to like keep people happy.
Sounds dope. I you know what? I'm probably gonna buy that game now that you told me all this.
It's on Game Pass.
Well, I'm downloading that game thanks to Game Pass.
I was like, man, Jesus didn't talk about that.
I don't even check Game Pass, dude. Like, I just don't.
I'm the same way. I don't check it
don't.
very often either.
I don't even know
I pay
what's
for
on
it,
there.
I check it every like Wednesday, and then I check it again on
I like
Thursday.
never check it. Like when I check it, I'm like, holy fuck, they've added like 50 new games. Oh, look at that
Right?
shit. Whoa,
Yeah,
look at
World
that.
War Z's on there now.
Hey, yo,
Wasteland 3.
speaking of World War Z, we need to get out together and play that because that's on cross-platform now.
Oh,
Yeah, that
dude,
game's great.
Oh, nice.
I like that game.
I played a couple rounds.
It's a dope game.
It's a little janky, but it's good.
I enjoy the campaign. The horde mode is okay. I don't know if you played that, Jesus, or
No,
not.
that
but
sounds
the survival,
stupid. Yeah, that sounds stupid.
Yeah, I just did some
I've done that a few times with like Ghost Nico and them, but I like the campaign type stuff, the scenarios we get to run through.
Yeah, the campaign is way better, probably. Yeah, and then that's it. Anyways, what you been playing, Mayo?
Oh man, obviously a lot of Among Us. We had I think 3 community nights over on the Discord over there. Again, we've had multiple people from the podcast jumping in, playing, having a good time, killing each other, lying, cheating, whatever we could do, pinpoint stuff on each other. But besides that, I played a little bit of Horizon Zero Dawn yet on the PC. And you got me thinking about that game. I enjoy it. It still doesn't run the greatest on the PC. Like I was just thinking, Jesus was talking about Red Dead and how big this big open world and how great that game looks. Horizon doesn't look as good as Red Dead, and it still gets me a lower frame rate than what Red Dead does. And Red Dead has all this stuff going on all the time and stuff, but overall the gameplay mechanics are fun. I'm just kind of in the open world aspect of it, and just I can't remember. I'm traveling to some town, and I'm working my way there, and I had come across a couple of new dinosaurs. And you're fighting different groups of those. And I made this mistake one time. I had to like clear out this area. It was like a circle, and there's a bunch of infected dinosaurs there. And so I go up there, and there's a save point right there. I'm like, I'm just gonna go up and save this before I fight these things. That way, if I die, I can just respawn. And well, the save point was like by where they patrol. So the first time when I died, it respawned me like right where they're patrolling, and so it just immediately puts me into a fight. And so I had to like try to fight my way out of it like 4 or 5 times before I was actually able to get myself through that part. Because I'm like, did I just make a mistake where I'm just going to automatically launch and just be attacked immediately and not be able to set anything up, but I finally got it. But I'm enjoying the game. I'm still figuring out some little things. You still got like your different weapons that you can use, and they do different, like fire damage and what works against better robot dinosaurs, whatever you want to call them, and where you want to hit them and stuff like that. So still kind of learning that. The game, like I said, looks good. I'm running on 1440 resolution, and I'm getting like 85 frames, on the highest maximum settings and stuff. So I mean, it's definitely very playable. It just, But the only other thing I've been playing is I played a little bit of Destiny 2 again. I told Nightfront and them guys
this week.
Just everybody talks about it, and I'm like, okay, I'll check it out. And I checked it out last week. I talked about it in the show a little bit, and I went back and did some more. And I'm basically what I remember. I remember doing this a long time ago. When I first got into it. Was like it's like you're on Earth or something like that, and there's like a church, and you got to talk to a guy, and you're doing a bunch of missions around there. And I was just lost on like where I was supposed to go for some of this stuff. And I spent more time, I think, wandering around trying to figure out where I was supposed to be and what event I was supposed to be trying to trigger. Over top of where I'd be doing and just progressing through the story. Like I kept running into things, like, okay, well, what do I need to do? And I'd be searching around and looking at the map, and then I'd run across over here, nothing, and I'd run over there, nothing. So I'm still trying to figure it out, but I get some more time in it.
Too. Yep. I was just running around for like 2-3 hours. I'm like, I didn't get much done.
Yeah, I don't feel like I did either.
I have like 100 quests and stuff. I'm like, okay, so where is this quest? Where do I go? I don't know. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
We did do this this strike.
Hours.
We did a strike, and since you have so many hours, you would probably know. It was like this infestation strike, and we went in, and you had these eggs evidently you had to find. So we went to this area, and we cleared out the area, and we had an egg drop, and you had to put it in this wall thing, and it like damaged. Well, then we continued in the game, and I think it must have been 2 other new people, because we cleared out the wave, and we never found like an egg, and we ran around for like 45 minutes to an hour, just run around the map, and couldn't find. Things kept spawning. We're like, where is this? And eventually the people just left, and I had 2 new people jump in. And again, we ran around for even longer. I'm like, I refuse to just give up. I'm not going to just, leave. I want to figure out what this is. And I probably spent 2.5 hours on that one strike until we finally, like, something happened where we went to a room, we killed a group, and then one of the eggs dropped. One of the guys picked it up, put it in the wall like he's supposed to, and then we progressed, and we had no problem going through it. But it's like this one little thing was missing, and it didn't really tell us. We just couldn't figure it out. And it told us, it said, you need to destroy this hive or something like that, but we could not figure out how to do it. We were just wandering. So that's my only complaint about the game, but the shooting's fun, and it's a lot of action and a lot of stuff going on
solid.
and stuff. And it reminds me of Borderlands with the different guns and the numbers flying when you're hitting people and stuff, and it feels good, getting the headshots, and you get the little yellow numbers and stuff when you're shooting people too. But you said you had like 1,000 hours in it, Bill?
Yeah, between that one and the first one, I've played quite a bit, and I tried to jump in probably a couple weeks ago, and I followed the mission, was doing something on the moon, and then I don't know what I'm supposed to do now. I've gone back a couple times, and I can't figure out where I'm supposed to go next. So
I'm on the same boat.
Yeah.
Well, now that
I remember the moon from the first level, but I don't know what I'm doing now.
Yeah, and I had Brink offer. He messaged me the one day, he offered to help, and then Nightpron has offered to help too. And I know them guys play it quite a bit, and they know they're way well through the game. But I was getting ready to hop off at that point. I had been on for a couple hours, and it was like 11 o'clock at night, and I had to work the next day. So I'm like, next time, man, I'll hit you up for sure. You can walk me through this, and I can know what I'm doing at least. But I was trying to be real careful because I started the game from scratch. I'm like, because I had two characters already, and it power leveled them because of the expansions over time and all that stuff. So they were like automatically starting at 750. And so I just went and just deleted them and made a new character. So I did the whole intro again. I'm like, I'm going to read everything, make sure I'm understanding everything. And I'm still lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
that game.
It doesn't really hold your hand too much.
It very much, if I think of it as an MMO, if I change my mindset of not just being an action game and think of it as more of an MMO, because MMOs were that way. You'd pick up a quest and the game would just keep going until you actually did it and didn't really hold your hand a whole lot. So if I think about it more that way, I'll pay more attention to what my goal is, and be like, okay, I know I need to go kill these things over here or something like that. Maybe that'll help. But so just trying to focus on that the next time I play it. But besides that, I think I maybe like Jesus. I played maybe 1 or 2 rounds of Fall Guys, and I bought that on Steam, And I think I got like a little, like the $30 pack, and it came with a bunch of coins and stuff, so you could buy some outfits. And I never even did that. Like I just run like the default outfit, run through it. I think the best I've done, I made it maybe like 4 rounds, I think, and it was getting toward the end, and I died, and I kind of got away from it, and then kind of Among Us picked up. We've been playing a lot of that. The only thing that's going on in my house with my kids have been playing a little bit of Spellbreak. That's something they've been kind of interested in.
That's like the caster
Fortnite, I call it. It's like Magic game. Fortnite. So really? I watched them play it. I think it's free. I think it's on the Epic. I know it's on the Epic Store for PC, and it looks like Fortnite. And it looks kind of like when people die, they burst into not guns, but like almost like magic upgrades. But yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. I just watched them play it, so I haven't tried it myself. I didn't really have any desire to play it. What about you over there, Ricky?
Oh, me? Let's see. I haven't played too much. I picked up Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
I suck. Okay. I don't know. It's like, I don't know. Crossed my mind. I said, okay, I played this game about like 20 years ago or something, right?
Yeah, ish.
And I guess I wasn't that good at it, but something in my mind was like, yeah, dude, he used to kick ass in Tony Hawk.
I think it's what happens when we get older. We're way better. We think we're way better than we actually were.
Yeah. And, I picked it up and has good music, but it's like, I don't know. It's my reflexes or something. And
so you're like current day Tony Hawk instead of young Tony Hawk?
Yeah.
Well, you're older Tony Hawk. It's great.
One other thing that I did not remember that the game had was there's a time limit. It's like 2 minutes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and I didn't know about that. And that's not enjoyable to me.
I think when I think of the old Tony Hawk games, I think of the open world one where you was able to run around.
Yeah.
I think that's the one everybody remembers.
Ground or whatever.
Yeah. But it looks good. Music is good. I just suck at Tony Hawk. One other game. What else? Ghost of
Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Dude, I can't get into it, bro. I don't know.
What? You don't like cocker?
I'm gonna get a lot of. We don't like this guy. Maybe it's because I played The Last of Us or something, and then I jumped on that game, and dude, I can't get into it, bro. I get my ass kicked, like left and right, and I don't know. I don't know. I mean, maybe later on I'll try it again, and but I don't know. I don't like it.
Sounds reasonable.
That's my favorite game this year.
Really?
Yeah.
Oops,
I love it.
I don't know. Destiny 2, I just tried to do as many things as possible, and now I have no idea what to do. That's about it, guys. I'm just happy to be here.
Cool.
Making music over there.
Yeah, I've been doing a lot of that too. So,
what about you, Bill?
Played a few things.
Billy?
Played some Broken Madden. Played quite a bit of that. Yeah, it's just super glitchy. I've been doing the Face of the Franchise mode.
Mm-hmm.
And it started out all right. I like that you can, start out and you're in high school and you end up picking what school to commit, and it's like they got all the hats lined up, and you're just like, all right, I'm going to Oregon. And there's just it's a stupid story. It's not quite as I like the last two better.
The last two were cool because they carried over from each other. From they were like together.
Yeah, and this one, I don't know. It's just really weird. Like you pick your position. I've done the quarterback, and I ended up getting drafted to the Packers. Beat Aaron Rodgers out for the starter my second year. And
nice.
It's just weird. Like they just do all this weird stuff, and like you don't play the whole season. They're just like, all right, well, now we're going to the next event or whatever they call it.
Yeah, they
And
call
it's
them like special, like in the moment or in the zone.
yeah, your next moment.
Yeah,
we're going to the next moment.
It's like, oh, now you're fourth down and you're down by 3 points. You got to score this touchdown or you fucking lose or some shit. You know, it's like, oh,
yeah, and it was great. And like my second year, we were like, oh yeah, we're kicking ass. And then apparently I got hurt, and I was recovering from that, and I came back at the end of the next season, and I played one game, and then it's like I didn't play anything else. It's like, skipping through Super Bowl, postseason, preseason, and then it starts me out in the next thing, and it's like, oh, apparently I came back into the game too early, and I got hurt again. But you don't really find out what happened until you see an update on the screen when you fast forward through and you're watching this screen that takes like 5 minutes because you're simulated in the seasons. And now you have to I went from being a 95 overall to like a 74.
Loser.
And I had to
fucking suck, bro.
Yeah. I had to rebuild my stats back up. It's fine. Beat
It's
down.
probably all that Oregon training. If it would have been Ohio State training, it probably would have been 95. So
It's probably because they're not playing this. They're not playing right now, so they went into their freshman year with no play time.
there you go.
I think I read an article that EA is losing the exclusivity to
Kind of.
Not really.
Not really at all, actually. Yeah, they're so they renewed their contract. EA still has the full contract for the NFL for simulation games. In the contract, they opened it up so other people can make 2K's apparently making an arcadey game,
NFL
Street
Street
or
Blitz, like those stupid
right.
games.
Gotcha. Oh man,
I know, because that would have would help if EA actually had competition.
Just know that
good.
they won't make an NFL Blitz like the old Blitz, like we used to know Blitz.
right.
I mean, do the last ones with the shooting up in the room. All right, man, we gotta.
They fucking won't. No fucking way. You think the NFL's gonna let them do that shit? Hey, yeah, this guy has a concussion. Send him back out to play. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, no way. They don't want none of that shit.
Not in today's world.
No, not in today's.
Times have changed, huh? Oh,
I mean, players have committed suicide over shit like that.
Yeah.
So they don't want none of that shit to be fucking associated with the NFL whatsoever. Oh man.
Let's see, besides that, I completed the campaign in the Avengers. That game's all right.
I was gonna say, how is that game? Because I thought about picking it up
too. Me too. But I was like,
I've had fun with it. It'd be fun if you were playing with other people as far as the online stuff goes, but it's just really repetitive. And you only really have 2 bosses right now and basically a Destiny strike. You have the Taskmaster and Abomination are the only 2 bosses they really have in the multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of it's just kind of like Destiny, going through this open world, and you got these things on your map, and you go unlock chests or kill this enemy is going to have a good piece of gear on it. So you go kill him. And then at the end, you kind of fight waves of enemies, and then that's that. So, but the single player, I think I really liked. Kamala Khan, who's Miss Marvel. She's just a fun, I guess, wholesome character. It's cool to see when she's a teenager and she comes, to A-Day to the event because she wrote some story that they're reading off in the finals. And she gets to meet all the Avengers, and she's just freaking out, oh my god, I'm meeting Thor. And it's just oh yeah, that's cool. Could relate to that if I ever, if the Avengers were real and I was going to meet Iron Man, I'd be pretty damn excited. Her moveset is really good. I think she's probably the highlight of the game as far as the characters go. My least favorite, unfortunately, which I was most excited for, was Iron Man.
I keep hearing that.
He feels slow. He feels weak. And it's just you guys had a cookie cutter thing set up. Just steal from Anthem. Anthem felt great as Iron Man. Just take Anthem.
Yeah.
You had it already. Just take that. But yeah, he's pretty weak. I think my second favorite would be Black Widow. She's got a really cool melee slash gun playstyle that's pretty fun. Overall, the story's all right. It's good. It's fun, but it's like one of those stories that it's like, all right, here's a really good part, and here's something that you can tell is going to be in multiplayer because it just feels like you're supposed to have 4 people. Like, oh yeah, I'm Iron Man. I'm supposed to be flying around shooting things, but you want me to stand in this one little circle for about 3 minutes fighting off enemies?
Yeah.
Yeah, and it just kept going back and forth. And then the last boss fight was kind of big and massive, but then it was just kind of anticlimactic. And another issue that they do in that game is they'll just, like, all of a sudden they're just calling this guy MODOK instead of his, whatever his name was. And they don't really explain, oh yeah, now this guy's going under MODOK. And same with Miss Marvel. Like, you never kind of find out, like, when she started calling herself Miss Marvel, like, the people on the carrier just, oh yeah, it's Miss Marvel. Instead of Kamala Khan, like the rest of the Avengers. So there's just little things like that. That's just like, okay, something got cut. And then,
how long do you think the campaign is?
probably 10 to 12 hours. And it could be longer if there's a lot of side missions and things to get, cosmetics and some gear. The issue with the gear is that it doesn't show up. Your character never changes unless you change their costume, basically, and their cosmetic skin. Each character has its own battle pass, and those are free for the characters that are currently out. The issue I had with that is you can only get that experience by doing like dailies and certain things. It doesn't just like, oh, you're gaining experience, so you're going to get all the skins and stuff for the battle pass.
Mm-hmm.
And that's kind of lame. The new characters that are coming out are also going to have battle passes, but those ones you actually have to pay $10 for. But it's all cosmetic, so I guess it's not a huge deal. But just like Fortnite, if you played through the whole battle pass, you'll get your currency back to buy another one, I guess. So it's not terrible as far as, because you can access the characters are going to be completely free when they come out.
But you have to do your dailies.
But you'll have to do your dailies to get your battle pass.
That's fucking lame. Like, I like Call of Duty. Like, I know it takes a long time just by playing it, but that's what I do. I don't go for the challenges or anything. I just play. I'm like, just fucking play.
Yeah, so yeah, you don't get any XP unless you're doing the certain challenges and things they want you to do. Towards the... That's for working towards the battle pass. And then once you get to end game after the campaign and you're doing the multiplayer stuff, you can get to level or item level. It's just like Destiny. You have a basic level where you get you level that up and you get your skill points. And then you have a gear set level basically, and that can max out at 130, but then you can upgrade that gear and then get like some idol, and it'll get you, upgrading that'll get you to 150, and that's the current cap. And it takes a lot of grinding, and I haven't really got into it. It's just like, I was going to start more and try to do more in-game today, and I'm like, I'll just play some Madden. And then besides
so
that,
you're saying it's not worth it then? I'm glad I refunded that shit.
Yeah, the campaign's fun, but just if you're just going to go through the campaign, wait till it's like $40, 45, 50 maybe max. But
this holiday, right?
Oh yeah, Black Friday it'll probably be $30 at Walmart.
Yeah.
Assuming there's a Black Friday.
Yeah.
I'm sure there will. This is America.
Black Friday. You're right. This is America.
That's right.
Fuck the Rona. Fuck the Rona.
America.
We don't believe in no damn Rona. Fucking go to the store, pack 10,000 people. I don't care.
That's right. We'll go to Kansas City and actually fill our.
We don't need no
stadium
fucking
with people.
We don't need no mask around here.
Yeah, look at, we're not wearing a mask now, are we?
Yeah, look at us. We're fine.
We're fine. We're all the way across the country, and it's not infecting people. We got somebody in Florida. They're having major issues.
Shit. Anyways, people, is that all you played?
Yeah, I think so. There was a racing game that was on Game Pass. It's got like a old school aesthetic. It kind of feels like the cruising games.
Cruising.
And
is it called Double Kick Heroes?
No. What was it called?
Is it called?
It's on the... I think this one's only on the Xbox One right now. It's called Hot Shot Racing. And it looks kind of almost cel-shaded. But, yeah, that game was pretty fun. It just feels like you're playing like an old, maybe PlayStation 2, maybe original
Outrun
PlayStation-ish.
or
Yeah. Kind of plays like Outrun or Cruising USA. Yeah, it was
Reminds me
fun.
of when you used to cel-shaded the old... There was like Auto Mandalisa or something like that. It was made by Capcom back in the day on the PlayStation 2.
Oh, Auto, yeah, that game. That game was great. I love that
It was
game.
cel-shaded.
Modesta, yeah, something like that.
I remember that one too. Yes.
Yeah, it was kind of around the Gran Turismo days when Gran Turismo was kind of in its peak, and
Yeah, I think that came out right after they really started doing the cel-shaded stuff, like 13.
Yeah.
But I think I did play some Wasteland. I'm liking that game. That game's pretty fun. There's just too much. I bought too much. Oh, I also bought Tony Hawk.
Oh,
And that game's great. So, yeah, like you were saying, like I remember when I was playing that game and I'm just getting like 20 million points off this 2-minute session because I can just keep going. But yeah, now it's just, and I think part of it is the original Tony Hawk and 1. I don't know, or Tony Hawk 1 and 2. I don't know. It feels different in this one, which I guess you can go into the settings and make it so that it's actually just the original controllers. But these controllers and the stat points and stuff, this is all from like Tony Hawk. I think that started in like 3 and Underground. So you're kind of mixing games, and that might also, like I created a character and it's like, oh yeah, you got to jump from this gap to this gap. It's like, oh well, my character's not even strong enough to do that. Like he can't even make the gap, or if you do make it, like they kind of added some bugs, or they kind of left some bugs that I remember, like, oh yeah, this gap was really buggy. Yep, still get buggy. But yeah, the only disappointing thing about that is it doesn't look like they added all the cool like characters that you could unlock, like Crash Bandicoot and Spider-Man, and like I think they have the cop. That's the only one I've seen unlockable so far.
I like all the good music though.
Oh yeah,
man.
Yeah,
it's so good.
I bought that, or I was playing that, and I was like, oh man, bring me back to the ska, the Goldfinger.
Yeah.
Yep.
And I like when you I think it's when you get in the zone or something, and then the music just like gets louder.
Oh
right?
yeah.
Yeah. It's like, yeah. And then I freaking bust my ass.
It's kind of weird how they did it with this one, where you don't repeat the goals as you complete them with each skater. You can only go back to each level and go grab the 2 skill points or whatever from each level. But as far as the time attack and collecting skate and all that, like you only do that once. And I didn't really look in the settings. I don't know if there's a way to reset it, but I was just like, oh, that's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's about it.
Cool.
We played Star Trek Bridge Commander, or Bridge Crew, last week.
Oh yeah,
How is that,
Star
man?
Trek.
It's
I
pretty
wanted to,
fun.
pick that up on the PSVR, but I've been like,
It's pretty fun. Like I played the captain, and yeah, you're just kind of getting all these little updates, and you're like, all right, well, we need to do this, this, and this. So your navigator's navigating, and your engineer's like, okay, so we're going to have this much power to the engines, and then we need to put this much power to the shields, and you just do little missions. I kind of wish there were like away team missions. That'd be kind of fun in the VR.
Yeah.
But so far, it's just
so it doesn't have
from
that,
the
right?
yeah, it's just from the bridge.
Yeah, because I
watched
the
bridge.
new
That's right.
the new Star Trek TV show. What the hell is it called? It was pretty good.
Oh yeah, there's the Picard one, and then there's the
other one with that.
The other one.
Yeah, it was really good, man.
Yeah, I need to watch that still.
It's good. I highly recommend it.
It's got the guy from The Boys in it, right? The main character. Can't remember.
Was
his
that
name.
him?
That's what I thought. Because I was just listening to an interview, and he was talking about being in that show and The Boys.
I didn't recognize. It's weird. Boys is good, but
Yeah.
that's like another podcast, right?
Yeah,
I'm almost
boys.
caught up on that one.
Fucking Homelander. That dude plays such a good bad person.
Oh yeah.
He reminds me of Joffrey from like Game of Thrones or like Cersei, where you just don't like him. You're just like, this motherfucker. you're so good at being evil.
Yeah, he plays it really well. Like one of the questions in the interview is he really like is he just like super intimidating? And he's like, yeah, only when he's in that suit. And you're like, oh fuck.
Yeah, he's in that suit. He looks all big and shit. Oh wow.
Yeah. Got that constant smug look on his face.
Like fucking
Drinking milk.
Yeah. Oh man, that's gross.
That's
like tonguing it out of the bottle.
Like, what the fuck are you doing, dude? Like, yeah, it's pretty creepy. Anyways,
all right.
Watch The Boys, people, on Amazon. Speaking of Amazon and watching The Boys today, on my TV, I was watching that show, and one of the scenes pissed me off. I think it was with the Asian girl. And she was talking to her brother, or she was talking to the French student. I didn't understand anything they were saying because there was no subtitles on the screen. I was like, "What the fuck?" So,
they do that. Yeah,
I realized on Amazon, for some reason, on the Vizio app, you have to turn on subtitles for everything to get subtitles
individually
through the people talking like with sign language or another foreign language. Like, it's like, what the fuck? And then. So I ended up going to buy an Apple TV today. Because it pissed me off so much that it was doing it on my TV. I was like, I cannot watch TV with subtitles.
Buy like a Roku stick or something that are like way cheaper.
No, Apple TV is the way to go, bro. Because, yeah.
I do want to see that video game show on Apple TV. What's it called?
Oh, Mystic Quest.
Yeah,
that shit's great. Really fucking good. Anyways, yeah, so I got an Apple TV today. I actually got it for really cheap though, because thanks to my work, we got $100 on our fucking rewards cards or whatever, and then I got an employee discount, so I got it for like $65, like the 4K one or whatever.
4K one, nice.
Man, I need to work where you work.
Yeah,
like $180.
You need to work where I work, man. Man, you probably got the same shit. Don't lie, motherfucker. You didn't get $100 or whatever.
Yeah, we got the $100.
Yeah. See, stop lying, you asshole. Anyways, yeah. So yeah, I was like, you know what? Like, I need to use that $100, and I was, I'm gonna go use it right now, see if it works. And sure enough, I like give him the credit. And you want to use your thank you credit? Oh yeah, fuck it, dude. Gary, go ahead. And then it turned out it was like $65. I'm like, for $65, it's worth it. It's a really good deal. Yeah, and then you got all the Apple shit on there. And what I love about Apple products is they just fucking work, dude. Like, this thing was so easy to set up. It literally tells you, like, all right, you got an iPhone or an iPad, just put it near it, and we'll set it up for you. Like, you don't have to, you don't got to put in the Wi-Fi code or nothing. Just turn this thing on, put your phone near it, and just press set up. And like you put your phone near it, and it pops up and it says, hey, Apple TV wants to be set up. Do you want to set it up? And you just put yes, and it just does the rest. Like, it just like fucking.
Oh, that's cool.
2 minutes later, it's like, yeah, we're done setting up. And then it just asks you a few questions like, do you want to use Siri or do you want to do this and that? But like the Wi-Fi and all that, like entering the Wi-Fi password, that shit sucks. Like, all that gets set up by itself. It's like, fuck, so easy. Apple Mayo, woo!
Yeah, and you're gonna lose it when Epic gets their hands on them, and sues the crap out of them and make it open source, and then you're gonna have to log into every account when you get your Apple set up. And
it's gonna suck.
Everybody's gonna have their own payment methods and everything you're gonna have to put in. And
it's gonna suck.
You better hope Apple wins.
I hope Apple wins. Apple's a good guy, Gunny. Fuck you with fucking Epic.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna be able to play Game Pass on my iPhone, man.
Maybe. According to this new article here, Apple is now opening iOS games to streaming, but with major hurdles with Stadia and xCloud. That's right. Apple's newly revised App Store guidelines issued this Friday technically paved the way for cloud-based gaming services like Microsoft xCloud and Google Stadia to launch on iOS. But there is a new rule and a new requirements for each thing that every game on Game Pass and or Stadia must have its own app within the App Store with the review, like the reviews for it, the ratings for it, and you must download the app, which then connects to the service like Game Pass or Stadia, and then you can play it. So so that means Microsoft or the developers of the games on Game Pass would have to make an app icon, I guess, $300 for each fucking game.
Yeah, it's not gonna happen
on the Xbox. It would be like 300 fucking games you have to download on your phone. Oh my god, 300 apps.
Yeah, they need to just revise that. Like they just need to treat it like a streaming service for like Netflix. They do it for Netflix, and that's the thing. They're just like, oh no, it's a different kind of media. It's not. It's the same thing. It's Netflix for games.
Is that they probably want to be able to like keep track of each game to make a percentage, right? Okay, this month, this many people downloaded this, so you got to pay us this much.
Right? I listened to somebody talk about it the other day, and they made up some good points that
Apple sucks.
Apple, I mean, I like Apple products. I have a couple of them, but yeah, I'm using an Android phone right now, and this is the first Android phone I've used since like the Note 4. Basically because I want to do the xCloud stuff. And I think Apple's scared that the same thing will happen that happened with like Spotify for their music. Because before Spotify and these services came, Apple was just charging you 99 cents a song. And now they can't do that because it's not it's because people are just buying on the
on Spotify or
Spotify or like the Amazon or all these other marketplaces they're allowing on their store because it's a different kind of media. So yeah, I mean, like I said, I've been pretty loyal to the Apple phone, and
yeah, me too.
Yep, I'm using I picked up a used S10 for a couple $100 the other day, so that's what I'm using now, and I'll probably get the Note 20 Ultra eventually. But yeah,
how fucking dare you?
Yep.
Get off of this podcast.
You got Wise over there.
I still have my iPhone. It's right up there. I refuse to get rid of it because every other time I've gone to Android, I always go back to that damn phone.
Yeah.
But this xCloud thing is a big deal because it's perfect for my break times and shit at work. I just pull it out. I bought the Razer Kishi. I bought the Razer Kishi, which is like this little tiny controller with like Xbox buttons on it that kind of like pulls out, and you put the phone in the middle of it. And it's pretty nice. So that's
what I wanted to
do.
Days. Like I wanted to like game in my bed,
Exactly. It's nice.
On the toilet.
Yeah. Got your phone with you anyway. Might as well be playing some Halo or something instead.
Yeah. So according to this, Xbox could offer a catalog app which lists all the games that the users can play within Game Pass. And then each game would still need to be downloaded as an individual app. So, like, if you want to play Madden or whatever on the Game Pass, you would have to download it on the individual app, which has to be reviewed. And also, each user would have to be able to log in with their Apple ID to the Xbox Game Pass service. So, if there's any purchases made through Game Pass, such as DLC, you would have to pay them through Apple. You cannot pay them through just directly through Microsoft or whatever. So yeah, there's that. So who knows what's going to happen with all that? Maybe they'll come out with a deal. I'm assuming something has to be reached. Moving on to more news. Let's talk about GameStop. Hey guys.
Oh yes, I remember those people.
They're back in the news.
GameStop Q2 earnings has now seen a net loss of $111 million, and their stock has dropped 4%. That's right. GameStop is the biggest retailer of video games in the world, but they now have some issues. Overall, GameStop reported a net loss of $111 million compared to $415 million from the same period last year. However, the net sales also dropped from $1.2 billion to $900 million. That's a decrease of 26.7%. Which can likely be attributed to stores being closed because of the virus. The virus! This says here that there was a 13% reduction in total store operating days due to COVID-19 and a 10% reduction in the overall number of stores. The company did champion an 800% increase in e-commerce sales, which represents 20% of its net sales. It says here that the company's stocks decreased more than 4% due to this announcement.
Ouch.
Dun, dun, dun. Says here
going down.
Says here last time GameStop made national headlines, when it tried to report itself as an essential business, and try to tell the cops that they don't need to shut down.
It's okay.
People need their webcams.
Yeah.
We're essential as fuck.
I heard that they are going to close 400 locations, I think, about.
By the end of this
I think that's what I read.
I thought it was 200. Maybe it's 400.
Damn.
So
I hope they don't close mine because I want to pre-order my Xbox.
Yeah, mine too. That manager's always been good to me. Anytime I've ever wanted anything, he was like, "Oh yeah, like that Sea of Thieves controller." Like, I wanted that thing really bad, and I was like, "All right, when are you guys gonna get it?" And he's like, "Oh, it was only for pre-orders." And I was like, "What the hell, man? I never got notification. I told you I wanted to pre-order it." And he's like, "Oh, well, let me figure something out." And he like called a bunch of stores and had one shipped to the store, and I got it the next day.
Because I was gonna order my new consoles on Amazon, dude, but like around here, bro, nah, man. What's in that box?
Yeah, the post office and all the shipping services are just so messed up right now.
Yeah. And my neighborhood, I don't know, dude.
Your shit stolen, Ricky?
Oh, yeah. Where's that box? Yeah.
That sucks. I live in a pretty safe neighborhood where my shit just could be out there for days even. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay here. It's just the kids, dude, you know?
Yeah. Moving on to more news. Speaking of the kids, Microsoft announces pricing and release date for the new Xbox console, and you'll be able to finance them. According here to Microsoft on Wednesday, announced that its new Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S gaming consoles will be available November 10th. The high-end Xbox Series X is going to cost you a pretty penny of $499.99. Yeah, that means $500 minus a penny. While the entry-level Xbox Series S will only cost gamers, Mayo, $299.99. Microsoft will also offer a financing package that allows consumers to pay for either console over the span of 24 months. That's the Xbox Series S will cost you $24.99 a month for this package, while the Series X is going to cost you $34.99 a month for this package. It says here that the Series X is 4 times more powerful than the Xbox One X, Mayo. 4 times. This includes an 8-core AMD Zen 2 processor, the same that will power the Sony PS5, even though the Xbox has a better graphics card. The Xbox Series S is set to be 60% smaller than the Series X and does not have a disk drive, so you will need to download or stream all of your games. Microsoft said the funding plans also include access to Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, and EA Play, allowing you to download or stream more than 100 titles and games into your Xbox or PC, Mayo. It would also include Microsoft's new mobile streaming services, xCloud, that lets you stream from the cloud to an Android phone. You'll have to buy a Game Pass subscription plan separately, which starts at $99 a month if you do not finance the consoles.
With good credit, though. You have to have good credit.
Yeah, it's
the all access. I think it's like $680. I think.
So. Yeah, it's the same company that Apple finances.
Isn't
their
it
phones.
Dell?
Good luck. That's good.
Yeah. Yeah, it's whatever company Apple uses to finance their phones when you buy it directly from the Apple stores. It's the same one.
So get good credit,
they
people.
require a really good credit.
They probably have a picture of me on there. Like, don't give me that guy.
Fuck this guy. This guy tries to apply. Deny him.
Right.
What are you doing in our store today?
Yeah. Cash, right?
Sir, do you have cash with you today?
Can't I just Venmo you the money or something? Come on, you know I'm good for it.
Let's talk about specs for this Xbox Series X, Mayo. The Xbox Series X has a CPU of an 8-core AMD Zen 2 CPU at 3.8 gigahertz, and it says here 3.6 gigahertz with SMT enabled. Same for the Series X, except it only goes up to 3.6 gigahertz and 3.4 gigahertz with SMT enabled. Both will rock, or actually the Xbox X is going to have a AMD RDNA 2 GPU with 52 CUs at 1.825 gigahertz, while the Xbox Series S is only going to have a AMD RDNA 2 GPU with 20 CUs at 1.565 gigahertz. The teraflops, the X comes with 12.15 teraflops, and the S only has 4 teraflops.
Womp, womp, womp.
It's like a huge difference, but then
Yeah.
That's just the teraflop measuring, though.
yeah,
RAM.
Resolution, right? Oh,
RAM. 16 gigabyte GDDR6 RAM on the Xbox Series X. It says here 10 gigabytes at 560 gigabytes per second, and 6 gigabytes are going to be at 336 gigabytes per second, while the RAM on the Series S is going only to be 10 gigabytes of GDDR6 RAM, with 8 gigabytes being at 224 gigabytes per second, and 2 gigs being 56 gigabytes per second speed. Performance target on the X 4K at 60 frames per second, up to 120. On the S 1440p at 60 frames per second, up to 120 frames per second as well. The storage on the X is going to have a 1 terabyte PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD at 2.4 gigabytes per second uncompressed and 4.8 gigabytes per second compressed. And S is going to have a 512 gigabyte PCIe Gen 4 NVMe SSD at 2.4 gigabytes per second uncompressed and 4.8 compressed. Expandable storage. Both will have a 1 terabyte expansion card available for purchase separately.
how much would that be? I bet.
Nobody knows, right?
There's a couple, like, I don't remember. Some retailer leaked some information, or supposedly leaked some information that shows like the 1 terabyte one at like $220.
Don't doubt it. I don't doubt it.
Yeah, I was getting ready to say 150 for a small one, probably what they're going to charge.
That sounds about right, because I think when the Xbox 360 came out, I think the hard drive was like $200.
Yeah. And these are NVMe drives, so they're really expensive.
Gig.
They're really expensive no matter what. Like, if you're just to buy one for your PC, it's like $200.
Yeah, depending on the size or the speed. You know, you could get a slower one for like 150, but yeah,
Like a Gen 3, right, or whatever.
yeah, like a 3,000 megabyte.
Yeah.
You know, basically 3 gigabyte read and write speed. Where they have ones now that are 5 gigabyte read and write speed. So you know, you can pay a little less and get a little bit slower. But
Says here, both consoles are going to feature thousands of Xbox One and backwards compatible Xbox 360 and original Xbox games available at launch. Xbox One gaming accessories are also backwards compatible. That includes controllers, headsets, remotes, maybe, no, the Kinect is not backwards compatible, but everything else is. The disc drive, of course, the X is going to come with a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive. The S will have no drive. It's digital only. They both will display HDMI 2.1 out. And, of course, the price is $499 for the Xbox Series X. And the Series S is going to start at $299.99. But yeah, the S, apparently, Phil Spencer had it on his shelf behind him during like interviews throughout the whole year. No one ever noticed when he's at home doing like the live video interviews or whatever on like Xbox Insider or that fucking show they do. He just had it on his shelf.
Yeah, right there.
And like no one noticed. He's just like whatever. Like he's had the
I
S.
glanced over an article saying that I think it was one of the YouTube companies that do
Digital
YouTube
Foundry.
videos. Down to Digital Foundry was saying, "Oh yeah, we knew it was there, but we just couldn't say nothing."
Yeah, they
about
knew
it.
since like March. They saw it in March.
Yeah.
Yeah, they saw it when they saw the original Series X reveal of it, or like spec reveal.
Yeah.
They saw those too.
That's crazy, right?
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
So COVID, I guess, really messed things up, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's like a video. There's a couple videos that they've shown. Like one of them, it's like, oh yeah, this was definitely supposed to be at some kind of event, and yep, it was spoiled. So they're just like, yep, here we go.
Yeah.
Cat's out of the bag.
So I think it was a pretty good idea to have a new console for $299.
That's
like
a
really
great
cheap.
fucking price. That is a great fucking price.
They
Perfect
smart.
price.
Very, very smart.
I'm going to get that one most likely, honestly, because I want to play games on my TV on my OLED, and my OLED doesn't do 120 frames. And you know, like everyone's talking about 120 frames, but it's like yo, like.
Nah.
I'm not gonna be hooking up my Xbox to my fucking monitor. I got a PC for that. You know what I mean? So I think the sweet spot for me, and maybe even for Mayo, is that Xbox Series S, where you're getting 1440p performance, but it's all digital and it's cheap, and you can just like say you just want to kick back and play your fucking. I want to play a Game Pass game in my bedroom. Fucking have the S, you know, just chilling. You know, just kick back and play that game. You know. I think that's a great price, and I think a lot of people are going to have a hard time finding that one because that's going to be sold out. I think so fast.
They have to. Keep
I agree,
because that's exactly.
And I think it really
what they're
it really puts Sony in a position too because they know they can't beat $299. You know, so then they have to get as low as possible.
So what does Sony do? Does Sony go and say, okay, our PS4 digital is $299? And our PS5 is $400 now. What's up, motherfucker?
I think what they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do a $399 right in the middle, like without the disc drive, and then do like a $449 or $499 to match because they're arrogant. They're like, you know what? We're gonna sell PlayStation no matter what, and we can outsell Xbox. We don't care. So we can be the same price, even though we're not as powerful as the Xbox. Yeah. Look, we did it with the X. You know, the series or the Xbox One X. You know, we were less powerful, but we still outsold
them a lot. Yeah.
So we'll go the same price and then do a $399 option and say, yeah, we don't have the drive, but it's more powerful than the $299 one. So
yeah, I think that if the thing Sony has to market though is next gen. They got to push that. They got to be like this is the new generation. This is new. Look at our controller. Our controller does crazy new shit. Look at our shit. It does new stuff. And because it's the truth. Honestly, if you look at next gen, like in terms of next gen, when you're talking about new technology, Sony has the upper hand there because, yeah, Microsoft has the power, they have the graphics, but as far as next gen goes, to me, PS5 feels more next gen than the Xbox Series.
Yeah, it doesn't feel new because you're not forced to buy new stuff.
Yeah, whereas
they're saying you have backwards compatibility. You can use your old controllers and stuff.
Whereas the PS5 is like, no, fuck you. You gotta buy this new DualSense controller.
Right, you gotta get the good stuff.
You gotta if you want to play this fucking game to the best of your ability, you gotta have this new controller with this new fucking features in it. These fucking triggers that lock up when you're shooting or when your gun jams, the trigger locks and the fucking motion sensing fucking shit on there. It looks fucking cool. It's like, whoa. So I think they got to go all out and really just market the fuck out of that.
It's going to be
Did you see?
Nobody uses except first party.
Well, yeah.
Right. That's what I was going to tell you.
You see, talking about the PlayStation 5, though, actually, I just ran across an article today about the 24 karat gold one that's sold over in Europe.
Yeah.
The pre-orders.
It's $10,000.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Oh, my God. Let me go online. Hold up.
Right.
Pre-order it. It's plated in gold.
We might have to get the 18 karat one. They have an 18 karat option. It's a little cheaper.
It's like $6,000.
They got one in like silver.
I gotta get insurance on that thing.
Yeah.
But they said something like it come with the controllers were gold plated too, I think,
Controller,
and the headset thing.
The console and the headset. Yeah, they're all gold plated. Like,
man, rich people just waste money on the stupidest shit.
Somebody will steal the controller and take it into GameStop and be like, "Here's $5."
Yeah, bro, we can give you $6 for this thing.
Or $3 cash.
Oh, shit.
So how much is it going to be, man?
As far as PS5, I don't know.
Yeah.
Rumor has it that Wednesday when Microsoft announced it, like honestly, I woke up, it was like fucking 6 a.m, and Microsoft was dropping news. Like it was like fucking 6 a.m. Like at fucking 5 a.m, they were just like, fuck it, just fucking go. Just fucking just tweeting shit out and fucking whatever.
Yeah, it was at like 2 a.m. or something is when they finally said, all right, this cat's out of the bag.
Rumor has it that Sony was already announced before that they had like already talked to retailers and shit beforehand, and that retailers knew that was the day Sony was going to reveal their pricing, and Sony was going to come out and say, hey, this is our price, this is where you can pre-order. But it seems like I think Microsoft heard about that, and I think they wanted to beat them. They're like, fuck that. We're going to steal their thunder, sweep the fucking rug out of their feet, and we're going to put the ball in their court and see if they match us.
Well, because I think the 9th is
the information was leaked,
the 25th anniversary of PlayStation or something.
Yeah, right. Exactly. So everyone like there was like a big, I think the retailer's called Game over in the UK, and they were like, yeah, tomorrow is the day Sony is going to announce their shit. Like they've already told us. We can't tell you the price, but they told us tomorrow is the day that we can announce the shit, and you guys can pre-order and stuff. And it seems like that very same fucking night, Microsoft was like, "Oh, fuck you, psych, bitch! No. We're doing this first, woo!" And they fucking just dropped everything.
I think they have an event this Wednesday.
Yeah, they've
announced theirs on the 16th.
They've announced a new event, so we'll see what happens this week. But yeah, according to all this, the specs are pretty hardcore for the new Xbox system. As far as the S. Honestly, man, if it can really do 1440p at 120 frames and really, like, you're going to get the advantage of an SSD drive, or not even an SSD, an NVMe drive, and you're going to have all that for $299, that's a fucking steal.
It's a steal, man. They targeted that perfect. That's exactly who it's for. It's for you guys that have the PCs or want to buy a PlayStation and just, I want a Game Pass machine too, so you just buy the Xbox, $299. It's like nothing.
It's perfect, Mayo. What do you think, Mayo? Are you gonna get a PS or an Xbox Series X or S, Mayo?
Oh man, I'll probably get the S if I buy the Xbox. I'm just not sure if I'm going to yet, because I do have my PC and I can play it on my PC. And I plan on buying a 3080, so I mean I have access here. So I'm still maybe PlayStation just gets the pack for the exclusives. It just depends. I'll wait. I'm not going to do it like day one stuff. I'm going to kind of wait and see what comes out and see what PlayStation offers for exclusive games that I'd be interested in, because if not, and I'm liking the games I'm playing on my PC, and I feel like I want to play them in the living room, and then, I'll just go buy the Xbox and hook it up in the living room and go play in there. But, maybe I haven't had a PlayStation in a while. So for me, I may change it up and just, get those exclusives. But I'm hearing more and more now that they're going to start releasing some of these Sony games to the PC, and so maybe I might have the option to play them on PC anyways. So and then it wouldn't matter.
They're seeing those dollar signs when Death Stranding popped up, and and somebody Horizon, they're selling so well online. Like they're claiming, it's never going to be day and date. Bullshit. A couple years from now, there'll be day and date.
Yeah. Well, somebody at my work was trying to tell me that. He's like, well, they're going to be like 5-year-old titles. And I said, look, these games are coming out to be next generation. The games that we would be getting, like Horizon or, say, Ghost of Tsushima, aren't going to look as good as something that's going to be in this next generation. So there's going to be no real push to want to play it on PC if it's an older generation-looking title. So this not going to probably sell as well unless you wanted to play it for the story or something like that. You're going to want to play something on the PC that looks next gen, still. So they kind of, I feel like they almost have to put something out that looks good on the PC, because it's not going to sell if not, because you're going to have all this other stuff out there that looks really good. So,
so far their ports haven't been like Death Stranding looked really good, but I've heard like Horizon's kind of
my Horizon, it looks good.
As good as it's supposed to.
But like I said, I have a 2080 Super, and I have this i9 10900K, and it's overclocked, all 10 cores and everything, and I'm still only getting 85 frames. That's at 1440 maxed out. But
because NVIDIA's throttling you now, so you buy the 300s or 3000s.
Maybe. I mean, it's Death Stranding, 144 frames. No problem. So. It just, I don't know. It could be just a game. It could be a lot of things. So, this 2080 isn't going to be sold or nothing like that. So it's just going to go to my son. And I'm buying a 3080 anyways. So it ain't going to matter to me.
It's the 80? You're not going to go for the 90?
No, the 90 to me is too much of a step. You're going from.
You want to do 128K?
Yeah, but you're not going to need it. I mean, that's just. I don't know. It's hard to.
You gonna get that?
No. Jesus will have one eventually.
Yeah.
So we're probably looking at 800 for a 3080, because I know they said 699. That's always the founder price, and they don't. That's what you can buy. The base models are. So MSI, EVGA and all those companies that make their other cards that come out that are based off that architecture, they put their money into the coolers and they overclock them. And that's how they get higher clock rates and higher speeds and a little bit better performance out of them. They're going to charge you like an extra $100 for their cooler and all that kind of stuff. So we're going to look at like the old prices we had before. We're probably going to be closer to mid 700s to 800 for a 3080 in reality, unless you want to go with the founder card and do the 699. But the a $750 card may overclock and get you like 10 more frames. So people will pay that. So I'll probably grab one of those. I tend to like EVGA products when they come out because they guarantee their cards. And you can replace them. If you have a problem, you just call them and they replace it. So, which is kind of nice. But the 3090, for $1,499, $1,500, you could buy 2 of the 3080s. And even if it's like a, say, 30% increase in power over top of 3080, is it worth paying double the price, for that little bit of percentage when you don't know if your motherboard is going to be able to support that much? And you see, it has to work with your CPU also. And so how well them two are going to work together, how it's going to receive the information. You got to have a PCI Express 4.0 in your motherboard to really utilize that. And Intel doesn't have that really. Yeah,
I think they said it was like at least to start, it's only going to be like a maybe 10% difference.
Yeah.
If you're still using a 3.
What that's actually more for is your workstations and your like video game design and stuff like that, where it has all that 24 gig of video RAM, it's not really more for gaming really. That's what the Titans are now. These Titans they have now are more for workstations and making games and stuff like that compared to playing games. And that's why if you watch their video, NVIDIA, and they call the 3080 their flagship, that's their main consumer GPU. The 3090 really isn't consumer, it's more business oriented. So
business are the people that are just like, I'm gonna buy it because I can.
Right, it's bigger, better. I just want to buy it, but it's more for creative purposes.
So who else is gonna pick up an Xbox here? Nobody
Me.
here.
I'm picking up one of each.
Okay. Jesus is not. No.
I'm getting the Series X for my new OLED I'm getting next week. And then I'll have the Series S in the bedroom.
Cool. Yeah. I was going to pick up the Xbox when it comes out and then the PS5 maybe in the spring, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, it all depends on what they price it at. Yeah. If it's like another $499, I might get that one right away too. But if they decide they're going to, swing it around like PlayStation and say, it's still $599 because you're going to buy it anyway, then I'll probably wait.
I think Sony's going to play the card where they're going to be like, look, this is $599, but this is for the hardcore Sony fans. That's why you had to sign up to fucking pre-order. And we're giving you a chance to pre-order, so you better pre-order, because if you don't pre-order, you're not going to get one. Like, at all.
Yep.
Like, you're not going to find it.
I wouldn't be surprised.
And if you do find it in stores, we're going to send one to each store. Like, every fucking 3 weeks. And you better fucking fight to the death to get one. Or, hey, Christmas is coming around. You want to get one? We'll send 2 to the store each week. And so you better fucking pre-order this shit, or you're not going to get one till late next year. That's going to be their fucking play. And it's going to fucking work, because people are going to be hyped. People are going to be like, oh, the new Ratchet and Clank, or the new Spider-Man, the new this, and people are not going to be able to play it. And you know what?
Like $1,200 on eBay.
And you know what? People always want what they can't fucking have, and they will always want that fucking PS5. If I don't get my hands on one and I can't fucking find it in store, you bet your ass I'm gonna be like looking on shit, eBay, fucking offer up, fucking Facebook Marketplace. I'll be looking for one, Because people.
I think that's what happened with my Switch. I remember when I bought the Switch, I just happened to walk into a store and they had one in stock, and it was the only one. And everybody was like, "Oh, you can't find a Switch. You can't find a Switch." And I'm like, "Well, it's here. I probably should just buy it." So, and I do play it a good amount. Like, we play Smash Brothers, and I have Mario Party and stuff like that. And we do play that in the living room when the kids are here.
I have like 2 of them, and I think I played it. The last time I really played it was when the Animal Crossing craze was going on. And I haven't really touched it since.
What do you guys think about the new Mario Kart? Have you seen the Mario Kart stuff? that Homecoming.
That's cool if you have
something.
a shit ton of room.
Like
Oh wait, what are you talking about? The AR?
Yeah, it's like a little car that comes with it, and it has like a. It's kind of weird to even explain. It's got like a track. It's
got
like
a camera on it,
and you're watching the camera on your Switch, and like if you hit your enemy with just like a shell on the game, it stops the car in real life, and the other car can pass, and they go through the track. But it shows it working on like hardwood floors, and like does this thing work in carpet? They don't show a cat chasing it. They don't show the little brother Timmy trying to get his hands on it and, pick it up and stuff like that. Those real life situations that are going to happen. But it's kind of interesting how it kind of has the AR aspect. It shows them like racing through the living room and they're racing underneath the furniture and stuff. And you can see it on the screen.
That's pretty dope.
8-year-old me would have been all over that.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
Like, are you kidding me? This is great.
Best invention ever made, right here. Boom. Yeah.
But
yeah, each car is like $150 or something.
Yeah, I wonder how they're going to incorporate that into another game. Something maybe down the road using that technology, and say
I don't know, maybe
some kind of adventure game or something like that. Maybe that's just the first step.
Nintendo doesn't seem to care about waste. They're like, yeah, we'll give you all kinds of paper and plastic.
Hey,
I don't care what the hell you do with it.
You have to build your own fucking robot to fucking play
You build this robot out of cardboard. Here's some plastic cars. It's all going to end up in waste. We don't care. We're in Japan. You guys deal with it.
Play this shit for 3 hours and then never play it again. It's okay. You got to pay us $200.
In the store for the first time, one of those fit rings or whatever they are for the Switch.
Yeah, I got one.
They've been out for a while. I've never seen one in store, and the other day I happened to see one in the store.
You should have bought it, Mayo. You could have sold it to somebody
right there.
$300.
Bill's got one over
there. Anyways.
Leg band or something that goes with it.
Let's move on now. Let me give you a list of Xbox Series X and Series S smart delivery compatible games.
Woo! Yeah.
Next gen. Smart delivery.
I'm so excited.
Smart delivery, if you didn't know, Mayo, is something that you probably don't know what it means. Means
smart delivery, Jesus.
Let me school you on smart delivery. Okay. So you buy a game now. You buy Assassin's Creed next week.
Right.
It's not coming out next week, but if it was, you buy it. And then you buy an Xbox Series X in November. But you bought this already on your Xbox One X, and you're like, I got a Series X now. Where's the new fucking update? Do I gotta buy the game again? Guess what, man? Right. You don't. Because this smart delivery is gonna just be like, yo, you got an Xbox Series X now. We're updating your shit. You got the new game. Boom. Boom. It's there. Smart delivery.
This is so cool.
And you get smarter for just playing it.
Let me tell you about the list of games here, Mayo, that is going to support smart delivery. I wonder what Sony's going to call their shit, like super speed delivery. What the fuck? What can they call it?
Super smart delivery.
The Ascent will be the first game to support smart delivery, as well as Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Balan Wonderworld, Call of the Sea. Not Call of Duty. Call of Duty is going to cost you $70 if you want to buy a next gen all over again. This will cost you $70. So if you buy it on your Xbox One X, know that you will have to pay $70 again to play it on the Xbox Series X. So if you're going to buy Call of Duty for next gen, I suggest you only buy it once. Unless you buy it on PC, then it don't matter. It's just you get the best gen.
$100 edition or something and get both copies?
I don't know. Maybe.
So how many of those are going to get mixed up during the holidays when they have the Xbox One and the Xbox Series X version on the shelf?
Yo,
Mom, you bought me the old version.
Yeah. Mom, what the fuck is this, Mom? This doesn't even work with my Xbox One X. This is the new one. What? You got to buy me the new console now.
Or is it the other way around? You bought me a new console and you bought me the old game.
Hey, but at least if it's the old game, it's still backwards compatible. Still works.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, the old game works. It's just you're just getting the Xbox One version, right?
Right, but they'll be going, I wanted the new graphics,
But if you get the new game, if you get the new version, you're not gonna be able to play it on your old ass hobo console. You're gonna be like, what the fuck?
All right.
Then they can take it to GameStop and get 50 cents for it.
Because you opened it, right?
You opened it.
Right.
It's like, we don't accept open copies as returns. Fuck.
Dude, you know what? What a mess.
Now you can smart deliver it back to the post office and sell it on eBay.
Smart delivery that shit to eBay. Anyways, Call of the Sea is going to be a game. Chorus Crossfire X will be a smart delivery. Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be smart delivery into everyone's home this fucking Christmas. Destiny 2. Destiny 2, Dirt 5, Doom Eternal, The Elder Scrolls Online, Far Cry 6, Forza Horizon 4, believe it or not, will be on the next gen with upgraded graphics. Gears 5, Grounded, Halo Infinite's on this list, but that's been delayed forever.
Wait.
Hello Neighbor 2, Hitman 3, Marvel's Avengers, Metal Hellslinger, Ori and the Will of the Wisp, Psychonauts 2, Riders Republic, Scarlet Nexus, Sea of Thieves, Second Extinction, Tetris Effect Connected, that's what it's called, Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines 2, Watch Dogs Legions, and Yakuza Like a Dragon. So those are the list of games that are going to be smart delivery onto your next-gen system. Speaking of next-gen systems, Mayo, do you like Taco Bell? I like Taco Bell, too.
It's okay.
Xbox and Taco Bell are now teaming up to give fans a chance to win an Xbox Series X before they can even buy it in store. That's right. It's that time once again, Mayo, when we go and buy all the Taco Bell for the 4th year in a row. Xbox and Taco Bell are now teaming up to offer fans a spectacular giveaway. However, this year is extra special as Xbox and Taco Bell fans in the United States will have an exclusive opportunity to win the fastest, most powerful, and compatible console ever.
With no games.
The Xbox Series X before it launches on November 10th, beginning September 24th in just maybe a week or two here. Fans who purchase any medium or large drink via the Taco Bell app or in person will receive a code on the cup for a chance to win a new Xbox Series X bundle. You can play up to 3 times a day, Mayo. And did they mention that there will be a winner every 15 minutes, Mayo? Every 15 minutes.
Worldwide.
Diarrhea.
United
You only
States.
have to buy the drink now. You don't even have to buy the $5 box.
U.S.
All
only.
right.
U.S. only. The Xbox Series X bundle will contain an Xbox Series X console, a new Xbox new wireless controller for the Xbox, and a 6-month membership card to the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate. It says here, Xbox Game Pass Ultimate includes all the benefits of Xbox Live Gold and access to over 100 high-quality games on console and PC. You get to play new Xbox Game Studio titles such as Halo Infinite, which is coming in 2021, the same day they release, and enjoy exclusive membership discounts and free perks. Additionally, Mayo, starting September 15th, Ultimate members in 22 markets across North America, Europe, and South Korea will be able to play more than 100 games from the cloud on their Android phones and tablets. That's right, to get your hands on a free taco and gain even earlier access to win an Xbox Series X bundle, make sure you sign up for Taco Bell's all-new rewards program. All you need to do is download the Taco Bell app and join the Taco Bell Rewards beta program by September 13th, Billy. And those that have opted in to receive emails will be able to register and gain exclusive access to be included in daily drawings from September 15th to the 21st. It says here, Xbox and Taco Bell have partnered since 2001 to launch the original Xbox. So it's only fitting that they do it one more time, Mayo. One more.
So you got to go buy.
You know why?
A day, and then put in the code about probably 3 o'clock in the morning.
I'm gonna do it every night. Like at 2 be up at 2 in the morning. I'll buy my code.
Taco Bell run.
I need three large drinks.
Yeah, that's all I can do.
It says here
drinks, dude.
It says here medium drinks work too.
Oh, okay. So just get 3 mediums. You're good.
Can I get
Just
two
send your brother.
mediums? 2 mediums.
Just send your brother to go get it for you.
My daily 3 drink from fucking.
That's all you need? Are you sure? Is that you again, Jesus?
This is me for the 20th
Were you
day.
already here this morning?
It's 20 days in a row now. I still haven't won an Xbox, but I'm here.
Put it on my tab.
Maybe I have some Taco Bell.
You guys know my credit card number, right?
See you tomorrow.
Oh, man. Fuck, that's... Yeah.
I was just gonna throw out there, Jesus. You know who you have to thank for the Xbox streaming, right? Yeah. Bill and I over here. We're like founding members of this. We got the badges to prove it.
Oh, you have the badges?
Yeah.
Oh,
Right.
you guys got the it's like yellow, right?
No,
Badge or
it's like
something?
green. Yeah, I
Oh,
can't remember what all has on
I
it.
got
but-
a badge too, motherfucker, because I was on the iOS beta. What's up now, Mayo?
but we're Bill and I are more special. Ours. We got a video with ours that said we are special. It's because
Guess
of us.
what? Phil Spencer himself was in the video that got sent to me.
Ours too.
Yeah.
Well, he was more hyped than my video. He was more.
Yeah, he was
hyped than
super hyped, and he's like, "Sorry you're on iOS. You're not really going to get
Yeah,
this, but
he
thank
did
you for
apologize. He
trying."
goes, those hobo
That's making a while
iOS
playing
guys
Halo.
over there. He's like, you guys are the true winners.
Phil Spencer uses an iPhone, dicks. Okay, he don't use no hobo ass Android phone. We know that. Come on now, you fucking hobo.
He's probably got that foldable Surface Duo.
He probably does, but who cares? No, he probably doesn't have that. She's probably this shit sucks. I don't want to use this fucking Windows, fucking Windows shit.
It's not Windows, isn't it? Android.
It's Android, yeah. This time it's like a mix of Android and like Microsoft Office or some shit.
The Windows Mobile OS is dead. I don't think they've updated that in like years.
This is coming from an Apple user. He doesn't know.
I don't know.
He doesn't pay attention.
I don't pay attention. Let's see here. Moving on to more news. What else do I have for news? EA is coming to Game Pass. We all know that.
That's killer.
Alright.
Just add to the value.
Yep.
EA is coming.
Now
to
I
Game
can just
Pass.
play 10 hours of Madden every year and not have to buy the game.
Or
Among
you can
Us.
test out. You can test out Anthem before it comes out.
Yeah.
I think Anthem wasn't on it.
Oh
No, I don't
no,
think
it wasn't.
The next
that was-
Anthem.
that
The
was one
next
of those
big game
ones
that they
that
make it
wasn't
comes
on it.
out.
I think the
I don't
update's coming
think-
out soon, right?
I don't think Squadrons is going to be on it either.
What? I'll just buy that on Steam. Fuck it.
Yeah.
It's like
Why not Epic?
$20, right, or something. $30.
What?
30, I think.
Star
Squadrons? I
Wars
think it's
Squadrons.
40, isn't it?
40.
Yeah, it may have been 39. Yeah.
I do want to get that in VR though.
Yeah, that's why I'm buying it on the PC.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably buy it on PC and Xbox. Is it crossplay?
Speaking of PC, yes, it is. Speaking of PC,
Oh.
there's a game, Among Us, first released in 2018, but it has
heard
now
of it.
hit 1.5 million players online at the same time. That's right. It is the number 3 most played game on Steam at the moment, with a peak of 182,774 players.
Damn.
Wow. That was 4 days ago. So that's how many players were online that day. That's fucking nuts. And it says sure
I jumped in
Most of those
their Discord
players-
the other day.
most of those players come from the mobile version, of course, because it's fucking free. Duh.
Right.
Free.
Yeah, I jumped on their
might check it
Discord
out
and
later.
they had so many lobbies. You know, like how we have our voice chat lobby?
Yeah.
I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled and scrolled, and every single one is full. Like 10 people, 10 people, 10 people. And I don't know how many they had. I gave up scrolling. There was that many
Oh, it's
people
just like
on their
random,
Discord playing.
just like random people playing with each other.
Yeah, people just join in their Discord, so they have a regular Among Us Discord channel, and then the devs are in there, and like they have mods, but you can't contact the devs or nothing like that. That's what the mods are for. But they have channels for people to get together to play the game, and so there's all these voice channels set up there, and it's just full of people.
Yeah, there's 276,504 people playing it right now.
So that number's increased. Holy shit.
Yeah, and the 30-day gain is almost 31,000 people. And
The hell?
it's increased 165.16%.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
Why did I think of that?
That's insane.
All right, I think that's all I have for news. I'm trying to see if I got any more last minute breaking news. Last minute.
What about the not Remedy, 505 digging themselves a deeper hole with that
Control
stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like they
dude.
They came out and they're like, yeah, there's just no way we can do it. It's just really hard to do. And then as soon as it went available on the PlayStation Store to purchase, people that had the original version got free upgrades, proving that it was in fact easy to do.
Yeah.
And then they took it away from them. Yeah.
Took it away
What are you
from
guys
them?
doing? Yeah, they don't got it now.
Yeah,
They're like, no, you got to buy the $40 special edition.
Wow.
I really thought that game, they were going to do the upgrade, for no charge. Like I picked it up and I said, you know what? I'm going to wait, until the new Xbox comes out and damn, kind of broke my heart, man.
It's a really good game too.
505 is really greedy. I'm assuming it's all 505. I don't think Remedy is probably wanting to do this, but you got to back your publisher.
Yeah, they're probably not going to work with them anymore.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Remedy seems to have bad luck working with other companies.
Yeah, they do. They always get shit on. Oh, man, it sucks for them. Anyways, let's see what I have here. Some pricing leaks? No, this is just rumors. That's all I have for news, people.
All right.
I'm trying to find more leaks here and shit, but I mean, all I have here is that, obviously a new Battlefield is coming. EA has already confirmed that. Battlefield 6 will be coming next year, and it will be modern.
Wasn't the Call of Duty trailer a Battlefield trailer? Sure looked like Battlefield.
Yeah, it looked like... What the thing about Call of Duty, that the multiplayer, it didn't excite me at all. Like, I don't want to play that. I don't give a shit. It seems
vehicles
to
and helicopters, tanks.
No, it's not that. It seems like
horses.
Like it was.
Don't like the boots on the ground.
No, I don't like the colors. Like too purple and pink and fucking mohawks.
Come on, it's the 80s.
No, dude, it looks lame. Like
I didn't notice that.
How are you gonna have like CIA agents wearing fucking purple jackets killing each other in the streets? Like, come on, dude.
Oh yeah,
it's a video game. It's Call of Duty.
It's Call of Duty, but still, like Call of Duty Modern Warfare wasn't like that.
Yeah.
Well, the guns are like purple and pink and shit.
That's different, though, man. The guy ain't wearing purple and pink.
No. Right.
And as hell, sure as hell, back in this fucking 80s or whatever, 70s or whatever the fuck this game is set, they weren't just soldiers running around killing each other wearing purple jackets and shit.
Nope.
You know what I mean? It's like, what the fuck? What the fuck's going on here? It's just, I don't know, the whole vibe of it. It reminds me of like Battlefield Hardline was to Battlefield, where Battlefield was a serious fucking shooter, like Battlefield 4 was this fucking like military fucking shooter with explosions and tanks and choppers and fucking cool shit. And then came out Battlefield Hardline, this fucking cops and robbers. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Cops and robbers, it flops so hard. Like, you can literally go to Battlefield Hardline today and not find a lobby. You just don't find it. Like, no one's playing that fucking game at all. Not one lobby. You can still go to Battlefield 4 on your Xbox and probably still find people playing it. So, it goes to show, you can go back to Battlefield 3 and still find people playing that. So, it goes to show how they missed the ball there. Like, they just did not connect with their Battlefield fans. And this is kind of the vibe I get from Call of Duty. But being Call of Duty and being so big as it is, people are still going to buy it. You know what I mean? It's like
like we said before, they don't even have to advertise.
They don't have to do anything.
Just automatically.
Yeah.
Nope. It comes out every year.
It came out when it was announced, and just, I don't know, just their whole statement just kind of made it sound like, yeah, this one's not going to be as good, but you'll buy it. It's all right.
Yeah, yeah, you guys, this ain't going to be as good, but if you want to play it next gen, you're going to pay us $70.
Yeah, sure, you guys will buy it.
And you're going to do it.
Cool, man.
And you're going to do it anyways. Like, we don't care what you think, Ricky. You're going to pay us $70.
Yeah. I will. Yeah, like a dumbass. Yeah. But I will.
You'll do it. Like, they don't give a shit. So, and I think there's a few other companies that already announced the $70 upgrade. So I wonder if this being the new norm going forward, are games just going to cost $70 forever now? If this gets normalized, all right, this is going to get normalized, right? Where you want to play the shit on the PS5 and the Xbox Series S or X or whatever, you're going to have to pay $70 for these games.
Over 70 because tax. Yep.
Well, we don't have tax in Oregon.
No, we're in Oregon. It's just lit here right now.
Yeah, all right, bro. It's fucking lit.
Yeah.
It's $100.
That's why you guys have fires over there.
That's right. We don't pay the tax.
We don't pay taxes. But like, I mean,
right out of our paycheck, whether we buy anything or not.
But I mean, this is going to be weird, right? Because as soon as you bring this pricing over to the PC, how are PC gamers going to react? And does that affect how it's all priced? Because you can't have fucking games releasing at $70 on the Xbox,
it'll be a while.
On the Xbox and PS5, and then on PC shit's still $60. It's just not going to work.
Why not? They do it now. Don't most PC games release at like $50?
Some. I feel like most
they went to
AAA goes
59,
60, right?
Yeah, but that was just recently. They've been charging like console players $60 for years, and they're just kind of
it was within the last.
It'll probably
4
be
years,
the same type of thing where like, console guys don't have a choice, but PC will just kind of like slowly weed them into it until they're just okay with it.
I'm gonna see a lot of eye patches on the PC guys. It'd be all
torrents. I think they worry about torrents too. I think because people are just torrent it.
Yeah,
you're pirating all the games.
Oh, crack spider.
Yeah.
I mean,
is that site around still?
We'll see. I don't know. It's going to be weird, I think, that, for the PC players, because I don't think the PC community will fucking stand for that shit. They'll be like, fuck you. We ain't paying no $70 Call of Duty. You can fuck off.
I think that's getting kind of high, man. I think $70 is...
It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
I guess it just depends on the hours you put in the game, too, because... I have some games that put a lot of hours in, and I'm like, okay, $70 isn't bad. But if $70 for every game and it's a bad game, then it's definitely high.
Yeah.
I mean, but that means that the digital deluxe editions will now be $80. And the collectors or bigger editions are going to be $110.
That means you can be out $110 if you buy a game, Jesus. I know you buy those deluxe ones every time.
I buy those.
You told me these things.
Stupid ass. What's that one series that I always buy? Fucking Assassin's Creed. I hate them.
Those statues are awesome.
I don't even buy the statues. I just buy like the digital.
Oh, you just get the gold edition with the season pass?
Yeah, like I don't even know why. I never even get to Odyssey. I didn't even get halfway through the game. I got like a quarter.
I always complete the game, but whenever I buy that season pass, I'm like, this game's great. I'm gonna buy the season pass, and I buy it, and then they just got an extra $40 out of it
for no reason. Yeah, like even on Origins, I fucking love Assassin's Creed Origins, and I bought the whole fuck yeah, I'm buying all the deals. This shit's amazing, best game ever made. I bought all the DLC, and I swear I went back to the post launch content once, and I fought this big fucking Mummy Returns fucking big bad guy coming out of the sand or something, and I was like, whoa, this is cool. And then I died, and then I was like, you know what, I'm done. I'm never playing this again. So what the fuck?
Paid $40 to die.
Yeah, paid $40 to die once and never turn the fucking shit on again. And then Assassin's Creed Odyssey, all I know is that the icons popped up on my Xbox one day. They're like, hey, look, you got the new DLC. I was like, okay.
I think I played the first DLC, but never got back.
Yeah, don't fucking know.
They get
Ubisoft.
With those special deluxe editions when the game comes out 2-3 days early.
Play early access.
Buy this one.
That's what I did with the Avengers.
My money. Yeah.
The Avengers, it was the $79 version, or maybe it was $69. I don't know what it was. But
play it 3 days early.
I woke up. I woke up in the morning and I'm like, oh man, I could be playing this right now. If I just bought it. I'm like, fuck it.
That's how they get me.
That's fucked.
Yep.
How do they get you, Mayo?
Oh, I don't pay any attention to that. Like Horizon, I got the complete edition, or whatever, and I'm like, okay, it's just some bonus content. I don't even know if I'll play it. So, I know I'm not gonna probably go to the bonus content. I'll be like, all right, I'll do the campaign and probably be tired of the game by then.
A more
so I usually don't buy
on, the game that they ported over.
What was that? I didn't get to hear the beginning.
They released a more expensive version of the game that they ported over. Like, it wasn't just the Game of the Year edition that came with all the DLC, like the last release on the console.
Yeah, they came with the top one. It has all the expansions with it for Horizon. So it has it all on there. It was standard.
So it wasn't like a more expensive version.
No, it was just $40 actually. They didn't even charge full price. So that wasn't bad. But if a game come out like on PC, let's say I know Ubisoft was good for it. Rainbow Six, there's different options. You can buy this or that, or like Jesus said, Assassin's Creed. I just buy the regular one because I don't know if I'm going to like the game that well anyways already. And I know most of the time they offer, you can upgrade, within the game. Like, oh, you can buy this pass. I'm like, it pretty much equals the same price already if you pay for the upgrade after you bought the game. So if I maybe like the game well enough, then I'll buy it in game, the edition. But for the most part, I buy the basic version.
Pretty much what I've been doing now is just buying the game, because usually, like for the deluxe one, it's like an extra $10 or something. Most games now, you can upgrade it for $10.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do.
I'll just upgrade it, or if I'm playing it and like the first part of the season pass comes out, do I really think I'm going to play the rest of the season pass?
Right, yeah, and like, I'm to the point now, I think I really like this game. I'm going to keep playing it. Then, yeah, if not, and be like, okay, I don't really feel like I'm going to play much more. I'm ready to be done with this game. Like Doom for me. Doom, I was ready to be done with Doom when I got to the end of that game.
Me too.
I was like, I am so tired of killing these things. I am so tired of dying over and over and over. Then they came out with that expansion, and I had no desire to go back and play it.
Yeah, me too. It was like 2 or 3 hours before I beat that game. I'm like, I'm just done with this. I'm just playing it to beat it at this point.
Yep.
Anyways, moving on now. Mayo. Moving on now, Mayo, to motherfucking AMD news. Motherfucking AMD.
They're getting ready.
Their new cards have leaked. Apparently, benchmarks are now leaking for the new fucking GPUs that AMD has releasing.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently, according to this, their high-end GPU can run games at crazy settings. 3840 by 2160. That's what 4K is.
That's 4K is, yep.
63 frames per second is what it can get. Oh my. Apparently this can put it on par with, or a little bit higher than the 2080 Ti. But when you overclock the 2080 Ti, it can get up to 79 frames per second and 4K. So it's still a little bit less powerful than an overclocked 2080 Ti. But these are supposedly just like the basic low, like non-overclocked stats that people are saying. And also, AMD announced that on October 28th is when they're going to be announcing their lineup of new GPUs, which apparently these are the
big
GPUs. Yeah, the big Navi. These are going to be the ones that are on these consoles, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, apparently these are going to be a pretty big jump from the 5700 XT. They said that if you look at the 5700 XT compared to the new 6000 that they're supposedly releasing here, that the new card, it's about 20% faster. And that's with the 5700 XT being overclocked a lot. So apparently these are big upgrades for the AMD GPU people out there. They're probably going to be considerably cheaper than...
Wow. Yeah, they typically do that. So they usually perform...
teraflops.
Yeah, they perform usually not as well, but they're going to be significantly cheaper. So you got to look at it then and decide, do I want to pay less money and get this performance range, or pay more for the NVIDIA but get more? And that's the way it's always kind of been. Over the years, AMD always makes a good card and it performs really well. They just don't. They can't really seem to compete with NVIDIA on the high end. They always say, okay, we're close, we're close to a 2080, and then NVIDIA releases something way above a 2080, at the time the 2080 Ti, and it just blows what AMD offers out of the water. But it's also always way more expensive than what AMD offers. So they try to price themselves closer to what people can afford, or more willing to pay. And it makes it a more budget-friendly card. And you'll get really good performance for maybe a little less money. More bang for the buck is what, everybody likes to say. So, but,
Yeah, and apparently these cards will support like ray tracing and shit. So, so that's one of the big things too that's coming to these cards is ray tracing, and that's what they say that they really worked on was the ray tracing, being able to do that from like a hardware level. And they also said that they're excited to bring these to the new consoles, and excited to bring these to the consumer because obviously people buy these cards. And yeah. So we'll see. I mean, personally, I'm probably I'll stick NVIDIA. I mean, I'll stick AMD with the CPU because they're always a little bit cheaper than fucking Intel.
Yeah, it's the same concept what they do with Intel is they're a little cheaper and they maybe not perform quite as well, but they are pretty close,
Yeah.
And they actually outperform when it comes to the higher core count stuff because Intel doesn't have stuff that has as many high cores without being crazy expensive.
Yeah.
But for gaming wise, actually the speed of the cores matter more than the amount of cores. And that's why like my i9 is considered like the top gaming CPU right now because it has faster cores than what AMD does.
And also
but
your
AMD is better.
i9 costs like fucking $700, man.
Yes, sir. It's $600, Jesus.
Only.
But
That costs more. It costs more than the Xbox Series X. Yeah, what the fuck? What the fuck, Mayo? Get out of here with
Only
this
the best
shit.
for Mayo. Only the best.
Yeah, sometimes. Yeah. But, the AMD stuff, like I said, it's better for video editing and stuff like that because you can buy ones with more cores and they're going to outperform it in that way. So they each have their own area of expertise, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll probably always be like a CPU AMD guy and the fucking GPU NVIDIA guy. Yeah. It's just, I know Brink had an AMD card when he first built his gaming PC, and that thing was always giving him problems. He was just like, dude, I can't do this or I can't do that, or it just
and typically
perform as good, or the fucking drivers are always out of date.
That's their thing is AMD typically has rough drivers. Their drivers have always been known to be bad, and their stuff always runs hot. Like in the same way with their CPUs run hotter than Intel CPUs for some reason. The graphics cards, they run hotter than NVIDIA graphic cards. They just, I don't know, they just don't care. That's why you get the cheaper cost or what, but they run hotter than the competitors.
Yeah. But anyways, are you guys excited? You're going to get one, Billy? You're going to get an AMD card? You're muted, buddy. Oh, shit. Oh.
Technical difficulties here. Hold on. Wait.
That's weird. I shouldn't
There
be
we go.
muted.
There you go.
Yeah, it wasn't muted, so I don't know why it wasn't working.
Maybe just too far back, maybe.
Maybe.
For some reason.
I gotta get used to this new mic. I'm used to having it on the headset.
So you're going to get one or no, Billy? No?
No.
Why?
No.
Why?
Because I don't need one.
He's going to get the Xbox.
I'll have them built into my Xbox.
Anyways, we're done here with the news. Let's move on now to, one last piece of news I guess Gunny threw in here for us was Star Citizen is now free to play until September 23rd if you're interested in trying that.
Have you guys
$400 ship yet?
Yes, I have.
tried it?
Yes, in that game, it's when you play it and you realize the scope and the ambition of the game, like what they're trying to achieve, it is fucking mind-blowing. It really is. It's like, holy shit, dude. If they're able to pull off what they think they're going to pull off, it's just fucking, it's mind-blowing. It's like, what the fuck? But the chances of them pulling that off is very slim. Because they always seem to need to be raising more money.
Right.
And eventually...
More money.
And eventually it's going to get to a point where people are just going to be like, look, man, we've put in like $1 billion into this game and it's still not done. Like, what do you mean it's not done?
Yeah, this game was like kickstarted like 8 years ago now?
Like 2013 or 2014 or some shit like that. So,
Jesus.
So it's been around forever and it still also doesn't perform so great. Man, I have like a fucking 2080 Super, I have like a fucking decent graphics card. I got 32 gigs of RAM on my PC. I got a fucking decent CPU with the fucking AMD, what the fuck, 8600X. And the shit still, like, I can't get the game doesn't stay stable. Like, what the fuck you mean it doesn't stay stable? You know, like it still drops and still get like frame dips and shit. You know, it's like what?
You need more money.
Yeah, exactly. And they're charging people money like in the game for like these ships. And like one day it was, what day was it? What me and Brink were playing this one day, and he took me to like this. It was a badass looking place. It was like Fleet Week, almost like where like the Navy is recruiting people, but it was in the game, and like apparently the Navy in the game was recruiting people, and you get to go see like all the ships, and they had all these ships lined up like on display, like all the ships in the game, or a lot of the fighter ships in the game, and Brink is like, pick one. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, just pick one and fly. he's like, they're free right now. He's like, you just take any ship you want and fly. And I was like, what? And dude, we like fucking got into some badass fucking ships, and like there's some really cool shit in those fucking spaceships. Like these things are detailed. Like there's one that has like it has like 2 pilot fucking seats in the front, and then you go in the back office, like behind the front, and there's like gunner seats to the side. You could fucking sit in and shoot the guns, and then there's like
cool.
there's like a bay underneath the ship where you can park vehicles and shit, like to land, and you take off in these fucking vehicles, and it has like an elevator in the ship. It was fucking huge. I was like, holy shit, dude. And then there was bugs in the game. Like I took another ship that was like a little fighter, like a little fucking, like a fighter ship. And I took off with it, and Brink is like, all right, dude, let's go this way. And I'm like, what the fuck? My cockpit keeps opening up, and like we're flying over the city. And it was like, beep, beep, beep. The fucking alarm is going off. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on here? And he's like, what? Why? He's like, close the fucking canopy, dude. Because the canopy kept opening, like at the top of the fucking cockpit. The glass just
kept hitting the red alert button.
It kept fucking opening, and the fucking alarms, like the alarm kept going off, like beep, 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 like close canopy. And I'm like, what the fuck, Brink? And he's like, dude. He's like, what are you doing? He's like, just fucking fly. Why'd you open that? And I'm like, I didn't open it, dude. What do you mean I opened it? He's like, all right, press the fucking button to close it. So I had to find the fucking button, and I pressed it, and they closed it, and then we take off again. Then all my power would shut off. He's like, why are your lights off? I'm like, because my ship just turned off, dude. He's like, what do you mean your ship just turned off? I'm like, it just fucking shut off. And next thing you know, it starts like going down, and I have to fucking turn it on as it's about to crash. And like we're having all these issues, and I'm like, what the fuck is it? He's like, oh, it's just bugs. I'm like, what? My ship crashing to the ground is just a fucking bug? Like this shouldn't be happening in the game. You know what I mean?
This is the car world. You have an automotive recall going on there.
Yeah,
that's pretty detailed though.
But it's really detailed. Like every button on the cockpit kind of works. Kind of like Flight Simulator, but in space. Like
I wonder if you could mod you could mod the old Steel Battalion controller.
You probably could, or figure something out. But I know that they do support like the HOTAS controllers, like all those flight sticks and shit. But I heard that they to use those, when you set one up, you have to manually go in there and map it yourself.
Oh wow!
So that's kind of fucking.
So they don't have any
like no
actual support for it.
No, it's like you have to like
go manually.
Go in there manually.
This button does this.
This one does that. If I press this happens. If I press that happens. Like that fucking.
They don't have any way to like just download a profile or something from somebody.
I don't think so. No. And then what else? And it has no controller support. And like I said, the game just does run kind of janky sometimes. Like if you put that shit on Ultra, it looks fucking nice, but it's like fucking 20 frames, 30 frames. Like, jeez. What the fuck? This is bad, Mayo. Like, this is bad. This is like Red Dead all over at launch.
Oh no.
But Red Dead ran really good the last time I played. I told you I was playing on the OLED, and I was getting like 60, 55, 60, 55. It stayed pretty constant, and it was like full resolution, and everything was pretty much set to Ultra or high.
Pretty excited to replay games on my OLED. When I get that thing, getting the 2020 CX 65-inch. It's got 120 hertz.
Beautiful. Yeah, see, that's
got the new gaming engine.
Yeah. Anyways, but that's all I have for you people on the news side. Anyway, let's move on now to community questions. Oh wait, console corner. Apparently, Gunny left this here for me. Fucking hobo ass Xbox 360. You're gonna get armed and dangerous.
That game's actually pretty good.
Whoop-de-doo, armed and dangerous. 2008 game.
Fucking hater.
The Xbox One, you're gonna get the Book of Unwritten Rules 2.
Unwritten Tales.
Oh, we're gonna put rules.
No, well, it was a typo.
Okay. Gunny,
Never heard
come
of
on,
it.
Gunny. What the fuck are you doing? Because
Get on it, Glenn.
I've
You're supposed to
never,
have the console corner.
I've never heard of this Unwritten Rules book. I've never heard of the first one.
Maybe
I'm
that's
like,
from his previous search history, and he just kind of.
hell? On PS Plus, you're gonna get Street Fighter 5 and PUBG. You know what? I need to get on PS5 and download PUBG to see just how bad it runs. Just how bad it
Why
runs.
would you do
actually-
that? You can play it on your PC.
Jesus,
know.
I was messing around on my PC today. I played PUBG. I played one round, and it's completely different. I was what the heck is this game? And I was getting like 260 frames, and I didn't even know the map at all. Like it looks completely different.
Brink told me that the last time he played it, he told me that they've updated the game to where like the frames are super high now. He's like, dude, he's like, you can get like 644 frames like easily. Like it's just
Yeah, I had it was set completely maxed out settings, draw densities, everything was maxed out, and it was like 250 frames. But it just, I don't know, it looks so much different. It just,
I think he said that they switched the engine or they did some weird shit.
Yeah,
They've
so-
been working on it for a while because they did use Unreal and then Epic fucking stole their idea on their whole game and made Fortnite.
I was gonna say, yeah. Fortnite.
it worked out well
Fortnite
for
was
them.
exactly. Yeah, that's a good idea. You guys are getting popular.
Hey,
Good thing
guys.
we have all this information right here.
Good thing
I owe you, don't worry.
Good thing you guys use our engine to make that game. We know we could do
Jesus,
it too.
Epic is a wholesome company. Quit
Yeah,
picking on them.
they're so
You're
nice.
nothing but bad mouthing Epic over here. I'm over having to defend them all the time now.
They're so trustworthy, right, Gunny? You just trust them.
They're super trustworthy. Apple's the bad guy.
Okay. Anyways, so PUBG is available on the PS4 if you have PS Plus. Also, Xbox Game Pass. Gunny put Disgaea 4 Complete Plus. I don't know what that even means, but that's what he put for the featured game. And also Star Renegades, which I don't even know what that is, but according to Gunny, those are the Xbox Game Pass games he wanted to mention this week. Also, for Gold Free Play Days, I don't even know what that is. I think it's like play for free or something when you have
Yeah,
gold.
it's like their free-to-play weekends.
Diablo 3 Reaper of Souls Ultimate Edition is available to play for free during this weekend.
Oh, man.
Gold Free Play Days. On the Epic Store, Mayo, the wonderful Epic Store, Tim Sweeney, he loves you so much. He's giving you free games every week, Mayo. He's giving you this week Railway Empire.
I'm a nice guy.
That's such a nice person.
Sounds like fun.
And look, and you get 2 games this week. The other game you get is Where the Water Tastes Like Wine.
Sounds like a great place.
Sounds like
That's what I'm drinking.
the best store in the whole PC market. Best launcher, I think.
Man, people are still playing PUBG.
Is that launcher of the year
202,000 people playing right now
on PC?
Could be, Jesus.
on PUBG, yeah.
Damn, I need to get on. We need to get on PUBG, Mayo.
The
Duos.
30-day. The last 30 days, though, it's gone down 10,000 people.
Damn.
Still not as bad as Titanfall, right, Jonathan?
No.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
burn.
Oh,
I actually like that game a lot, man.
Well,
Like the
they
whole
got you to
concept
buy
is
it.
cool.
They
but-
got you to buy it, Jesus.
Yeah, they got me to buy
Hey,
it.
there's like almost 2,000 people playing right now.
Yeah,
Damn.
sad.
Titanfall 2.
Hashtag
100
sad.
and, 118 people. 118 people gained in the last 30 days.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Speaking of Steam, Mayo's favorite launcher, where Mayo plays games. Scrap Not Prologue is the free game. Scrap Not Prologue.
no idea.
I have no idea. How did Gunny even find this? He just go like, free games this week on Steam.com. Some fucking obscure ass website to find this shit.
He's like, forget the Mayo Pass. I'm just gonna find this free games on Steam.
He's just trying to help you PC guys out. He's just looking out for you.
The free games.
Thank you, Gunny.
Thank you, Gunny. Thank you, Gunny, for the console corner. Apparently, the question. What was the question last week?
We didn't update it. We'd skipped it and we were going to, and we got sidetracked. So
Well, that's
We
real
did not.
great, guys. That's
yeah, I realized it.
I appreciate
Later
you
on.
guys.
Go.
That's the whole algorithm.
We got thrown off. I think having all 3 of us together on the show last week threw us off.
What's going on?
Yeah.
I enjoyed it though. It was a good show last week. I enjoyed it.
Anyways, speaking of questions, we have a question for you right now.
Yeah.
Apparently, the question of the week is the new financing option for Xbox an attractive offer to get you to get the new Series X or S? I know for some of you it might be difficult because, as we said before, you need a pretty good credit score to get this. So,
Come get me.
That's a hurdle for some people. I'm not, like some people just don't have good credit or don't have
Ricky's
established
offering,
credit.
Ricky's volunteering him. He'll co-sign for you guys.
Ricky, you gonna co-sign for everybody? Sure, co-sign for everybody in the community.
Good luck.
I can't. I'm too busy buying cars.
Good luck.
And my credit is shit right now, thanks to all the crap going on in my life.
So,
I think it's a pretty good option though, because you don't have to spend all the money right there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have the credit, I think you end up saving actual $20 on the Series X total and $50 on the Series S. That's assuming that you don't find deals on Game Pass.
Yeah. I mean,
I don't know how it would work for me because I'm paid off for the next 3 years. I just keep adding a couple months to it.
I was wondering about that too.
I guess I think I saw something that I haven't actually went and looked into it, but there's small print on the all access thing that says basically if you were already paid up for the 3 years, they'll just give you a 2-year card that you'll tack on when you can. So I guess
so I just did the math on the Series X or S. You save $60. So if you were to buy the Series S by itself and then buy
a free game
and then pay for the $15 for 2 years, you're gonna end up paying $659.99. But if you do this financing, it's only gonna come out to $599.76. So that's a saving of $60. You actually save money, so that's interesting.
Pay while you play.
For the Xbox, what's it? This fucking
Series X.
It's $35, I think.
$35 a month, right? $34.99, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's one less dinner a month when I go out.
It's a killer deal.
Because I like lobster and stuff, so
So I think for the Series X, you don't save anything. For the Series X, you get the same. It's the same price.
I thought it was $20.
No, it's the same price. Because I just did the math here. Oh no, okay, no, you do save $20 because it's $859.99 if you pay $15 a month for 2 years, and you buy the console for $499.99. But if you do this financing for $34.99 a month for 24 months with zero interest, it comes out to $839.76. So
yeah, so
you're saving a little bit of money
it's a
there.
pretty sweet option, especially the PlayStation people. They're going to buy the PlayStation anyway, and they can be like, oh well, I can also just get this cheap Xbox for $25 a month instead of dropping an extra $300 on top of the $700 I'm going to spend on the PS5.
Yeah,
and you get Game Pass and all that stuff too.
Yeah, hundreds of games to play.
Yeah, and it just keeps adding like that. And yeah, now EA Access, so you got your little trials and that backlog. You can go back and play some Dead Space.
Dude, I used to love that game.
That game is great. I wish they'd make a new one or just remaster another one. Give me more achievements. I'll buy it again.
So good.
Yeah. Anyway, so that's the question for this week, people. I mean, obviously, we kind of answered it for you. You save money if you don't do this.
Yeah, you'd be stupid if you said no.
Okay. No, I do not want to save money.
I do not want to save money. I do not want free financing. You take that.
No, I don't want 0%
interest.
I don't want 0% financing, Mayo. I do not want
negative interest.
I do not want 0% financing whatsoever, Mayo. I want 20% financing, Mayo. Damn it.
I want you to charge me an extra $50 to buy this damn thing, all right?
That's a good idea, though, man. They're gonna. I don't know.
It's a killer idea.
Said, assuming that they can keep stock up.
Yeah,
I think that could be the most popular console besides the Switch. The Switch is probably going to have a bunch of stock and sell out. But.
And I need games like killer apps, like real good games would be. nice. You know,
I mean, depends what you like. They got that medium game that looks pretty sweet.
Oh,
If you like scary games.
I think this is just going to be for your PlayStation people, the people that buy PlayStations, and then may just eventually just, okay, I'll pay you the $35 a month to get an Xbox too, you know, and maybe they can steal some consumers that way.
so since Halo is not coming out this year, that like really messed them up, huh?
Oh,
A
yeah,
little?
they were definitely counting on that.
I mean, ouch. With the $299 console and then Halo and
that would have really been killer.
man, dude. Ouch.
Yep.
I wonder who lost their job over there. I think a couple of people, huh?
A few people, probably.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You know, Phil Spencer went in there and he was fucking like throwing shit around. Like,
What the fuck? Yeah.
He probably had the jacket off.
yeah, he took off his jacket and fucking started fucking breaking shit in the office. Like, what the fuck?
Dude.
You're making me look
You know?
stupid out there, fucking throwing shit around.
His t-shirt under the jacket just said, "You're fucking fired." Not revealing a game or revealing that you're fucking fired.
World premiere, motherfucker! You're fired.
Well, you probably like kept on asking him, hey, how's Halo? Oh, no, it's good. Hey, how's Halo?
sure?
Don't worry. Yeah. What the fuck?
Oh, he probably was so fucking pissed.
Yeah. Don't worry about it. We got this.
They were the laughing
You know how
stock.
much we
That
spent
whole
on marketing for this damn thing?
the whole fucking week, they were the laughing stock for
Oh,
weeks.
man.
Probably all over the boxes that they've printed.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
All the posters they made for the new console and shit to put up at stores are probably like, fuck, we gotta make all those again. Damn
Yeah,
it.
man.
Oh, shit. Fucking Halo.
Ouch.
No, they're just gonna tell people to write on the Halo, like where it says November 2020, just put like a 1 with the Sharpie.
Put a sticker on it.
All right, guys, just put a 1 over the 0 at 2020. Oh, shit.
Yeah, they screwed up the whole.
Just put a question mark,
budget.
just like
Maybe.
the Batman trailer.
Oh, fuck. I love it. Anyways, that's all we have for this week.
Hero.
Thank you for joining us, Ricky. Thank you for joining us, Bill.
Oh man,
Yeah,
anytime.
No problem.
I'm so happy to be here.
Bill this is a double podcast for him. This is a second podcast
Cool.
today.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I've been
Trooper.
podcasting for like almost 5 hours now.
Yeah. It's a marathon.
That needs to be an old HGP episode.
Yeah, that was an old that was a HGP episode 3 years ago, or fucking go for
Yeah, I remember those.
10
When I first
hours.
started, when I first started, I think we had a couple 5-hour shows.
Yeah, it was insane. It was a long time. Anyways, people, where can we find you, Billy? Where can we find you?
Dead Kamikaze pretty much everywhere.
Oh, cool name, dude. Oh, that's cool. I really like that one.
All right. Where
Yeah.
can we find you, Ricky?
At Ricky Alfaras at Instagram and Facebook. Record Jones is my gamer tag on Xbox and on PSN.
PSN.
And at home and in Florida, yeah, that's where I am.
Okay. Well, Mayo, where can we find you?
Yeah, you can find me everywhere. Steam, Origins. The mighty Epic Store. Where Jesus does not like to shop.
Store.
Yeah, but you can find me everywhere. Is the Mayo? Usually it's 01. You have to throw that 01 on the end there. But except for on Discord, I got some Mayo. So that all happened because I think I had an original Mayo account. I think on Steam. And I there's an old email, and I'd lost the email, and so I had to make a new one because it already existed, And so I just tried to keep them all the same. But that's the only password or email I've ever lost. That was back like Orange Box, Steam games back early on
man.
Steam, and when internet was still kind of limited. When I was doing it for a while, I didn't have like a stable internet connection, and I just created an email, just off the top of my head, and then linked Steam to it. That was my very first Steam game. Didn't think I'd ever use Steam again, except for to play that one, Orange Box game, playing some Half-Life, and then look what Steam turned into.
Half-Life 2 is the game that made me make a Steam account. And then Day of Defeat Source or something. Yeah, the Source games they came out with.
Just find me on Discord as the Mayo. On my profile, it has a link to my gamer tags on there, so you can just right-click on my profile and do it that way. So that's easier. What about you, Jesus?
You can find me on everything as Jesus Walks a Lot. Everything. And I mean,
You still walk a lot.
Everywhere.
Everything. Like everything. I even think my Facebook is like facebook.com/Jesus Walks a Lot. It's my profile. I know it's a lot of my shit. It's just Jesus Walks a Lot. I'm on everything. I'm on Twitter, Facebook. I'm on Xbox, Stadia, and no. Should I buy a Stadia?
No.
Should I buy a Stadia, guys? Should I buy one right now?
No.
Come on. So 1 month free trial.
Do you like to waste money?
What happened about that thing? It's like gone now, right? Or what?
No, it's still there.
Around.
It's still there. I wonder what their active player base is.
Where's Evan Tanaka at? We need to get Evan on here and ask him about.
We need a Stadia update, Evan. What's going on here, Evan?
Is there a Stadia charts?
Yeah, he's like a what?
Stadia
Oh,
charts.
that thing?
No, that thing, I got rid of it at the yard sale for $5.
Right next to my Ouya.
Oh, remember that thing? That thing was like, okay, at least Stadia had like some sort of presence or whatever. Ouya was going to fail when they had like to be in the parking lot at E3. They got kicked out of E3 and they were in the parking lot. like, guys, we can't go inside. We're out here in the hot sun. Come play our Ouya fucking thing.
All you gotta do is walk across the busy LA street. Don't worry about it.
We're in a parking lot at Best Buy because we can't be at E3.
Think they're about to kick us out. You better hurry.
They're about to call the cops on us, guys. Hurry up. Get over here and play the Ouya, the hottest new console.
Jesus, one more thing.
Atari.
What?
Are you guys going to do like a holiday special or anything? Have you thought about that?
Holiday special? Maybe.
Because you know that years ago, that's when I was like, wow, I like these guys.
Oh, you want?
I think it was like 3 years ago. You did like a huge holiday special, and you had like call-ins and stuff. And
you want us to do? We want to do a call-in? Oh, okay.
Oh man, live show.
All right, man. All right, we got to do this,
Straight
man.
up.
Live show.
like a couple years ago, though, right?
Streamed
It
on
was?
Facebook. Let's do this.
We can set this up.
Where do we stream on? We're gonna stream on Discord.
HGP going to Facebook gaming.
Yeah,
Oh, hey.
Facebook gaming. Fucking
Let's
Mixer failed on me. Goddamn Mixer. Fucking Mixer. I had so much faith.
Hey,
in
you're right about that, though. I was on that show.
you were.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it was a few years ago. So maybe we could do that this year for sure. With the new consoles launching and all that, it's going to be a pretty crazy. I think November is going to be super busy. It's going to be fucking nuts because we've got Cyberpunk.
Oh man,
Assassin's Creed, Call of Duty, fucking new consoles.
I want to be on the show.
New consoles.
I'm busy.
Hey guys, you want to come? Cyberpunk. Hey Mayo, I can't make the show this week. I'm sick. 2 seconds later, Jesus is online playing Cyberpunk.
Are you playing Cyberpunk right now? Yeah, fine. I'll get on for a podcast. Oh yeah, hey, you take over, Mail. You got it.
Yeah,
I can play this in bed right
What
now.
was
I
that?
feel really bad.
Oh man, but we'll see what happens. It's gonna be a crazy month next month, or no, the month after next. Next month is gonna be pretty busy too, though. We got Squadrons coming out like in the beginning of the month, and that's gonna be fucking dope because I think it's gonna have VR support. I can't wait to play that in VR. Fuck yeah, Mayo. Anyways, we're out of here. Peace out, Brussels sprouts. We'll catch you on the next edition of the Horrible Gamers podcast.
Bye, everyone.
All right, that's got to be a new signature.
Gunny Chief. Find him. Gender Reveals.
Gunny Chief and some weird thing on PlayStation that's not Gunny Chief.
He's over there doing gender reveals in the forest. Go find him. Go find him, people. We're out of here. Bye.
See ya.
Yeah.